Let's go.
Hi, guys. Let's rock this joint.
I eat cheese sometimes.
I'm the mask. Jim Carrey.
How are you guys doing? How is everyone tonight? I got the black background on the StreamYard, so everything looks weird. I feel strange. I feel like I don't belong here. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, I got the smoky filter 40-year-old version lights going on. Like it.
Jason's just been lighting up doobies.
Just a small town boy. I feel like there's like 50 guys that are smoking cigarachos, and I'm just like hanging out.
What if God
I don't know what it is. I literally
us.
sound like I don't know what's going on with the lights. I can't figure it out. I think it's probably the overhead light. It's like yellowish in tint from all the nicotine stains and dirty people that stayed here before me. So that's probably what it is. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's just a different bulb. So maybe if I turn that off and just had these two lights on, it might look a little bit better. I don't know. I'll experiment one day. Don't worry. And I'm going to experiment with a dude too. I don't care.
Promises.
I swear to you, it's going to happen.
I got my ticket. I'm ready to do it. And by the way, I hope you guys have your tickets for Saturday night. If you're
yeah, I forgot about that. I was going to say, speaking of ticotos, did you go to see that Evil movie?
Not yet. I'm going tomorrow morning.
Oh, I thought you were going to today.
I'm taking MJ. I'm going to go tomorrow morning, and I'm sure it's going to be terrible. It's called Afraid. It's about AI. It's by Blumhouse.
I was afraid when I saw the trailer, but not for the right reasons. But it was. It looked like pure dog poop, straight poopy of the dogs. But then again, I mean, the main guy, and it's like the Harold Kumar guy. I don't know his name.
I do like him, John Cho. Yeah,
John Cho. Yeah, it was Sulu. But yeah, that's the only thing I knew about it. And I read the synopsis and I saw the trailer and I was like, dude, this looks like pure trash. Like it looks like straight up like made for Shudder TV.
Yeah, well, like shit, some of that stuff's better. It's more like written by AI. Like it's funny because it's about AI, but it looks like it was written by AI. It's like the Blumhouse cut and paste Friday night PG-13. Hell, maybe PG. I don't even know. But I'm gonna go watch it because I'm an idiot.
Did you guys hear about? I'm sure you might have. We already know what's been going on with the Disney and the Snow White stuff. But did you guys hear about the other thing that they keep on? Like, dude, I swear to God, Disney is like the cross-eyed guy from Big Daddy. It goes hippopotamus. It goes, you give him the ones. It's like that's who they are.
Come back later. I'll Indian leg wrestle you.
Yeah, that one. Or that's who they got working for them as lawyers. I don't know. So I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's a wrongful death lawsuit filed against Disney.
I do know about this. This is crazy.
I'd heard about this a while ago, but I kind of forgot about it because I figured it had already been settled or it was going to take a while to get back, for the thing to go into court, but apparently not. So what had happened is this guy and his wife were at a Disney park location. They were at a restaurant. They were having dinner or whatnot. And the wife was allergic to, like, I think nuts or peanuts or something like that. You make your jokes as you will. But she was allergic.
Sometimes my wife's allergic to nuts.
Yeah, she was allergic to nuts. So I'm not going to say much because she did pass away. So the reason why she passed away is she went into anaphylactic shock because the server who had assured her several times that her salad or something or the food that she had ordered did not
allegedly, but probably.
Well, no, that means she died. So she died from after
die.
After eating that place. So the waiter had assured her over and over again that that the cook had assured him that the food that was prepared was not prepared with any of the allergens that she was allergic to. So she went ahead and she ate her meal. She later on went into anaphylactic shock and she unfortunately passed away. She was only like in her 30s, I think. So the husband, as you would, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against this restaurant and Disney parks because it was located on the Disney park resort. This is where it gets, what do you do here, Die Hard with a Vengeance villain? Because the Disney Corporation, and again, they have like lawyers upon lawyers upon lawyers and the best in the world, apparently. Well, they got the one guy that got a C+ on the bar exam that thought it would be a great idea. He said, guys, I got an idea. This is going to knock your socks off. What is it, Charles? Listen, what if we just say that it has to go straight to arbitration because the husband 4 years ago signed up for Disney Plus and he agreed to our terms of services, which says you cannot sue Disney and must go to arbitration for any wrongdoing. That sounds like a great idea, Charles. Someone give him a hand job. And that's what happened.
And I will. But no, literally, what Disney's saying is that if any of you have a Disney Plus account, if you die at one of their parks, if something awful happens to you, if they really come over your house and murder you in your sleep, then you're not allowed to take them to court. You have to go to arbitration because you signed a contract on Disney Plus.
Yeah, and not only that, not only was he signed a contract or he signed up for Disney Plus, he tried the free trial account 4 years ago. What even like,
Oh,
like
no.
it was a free trial account. Well, here's the thing about it, dude.
No one reads the fine print, man.
No, dude,
I don't
they're
either.
like Disney is quickly becoming, them and Bob Iger is becoming, they're like Jim Carrey and Liar Liar. It's like, I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind? Like, they can't help but be dumb and like screw up over and over again. Because again, and you can make the argument, you could say, well, that the person, that this particular restaurant should be solely at fault because it happened at that restaurant, and the land that they were just renting from Disney to be in that space. So it kind of be like that if you were at, you know, if you got some kind of illness and someone in your family died from a restaurant in a shopping center, you're not going to sue the shopping center. You're going to sue that restaurant. But then again, regardless, they made things 100 times friggin' worse for themselves by just saying, well, we'll fight in court and see what happens. Or they want to force it into arbitration. The lady is dead. She's not even, it's not like she got hurt. It's not you know, they're going to, what are they going to give them? Like free Disney tickets?
It's in excess of $50,000, right? Which I guess is but like, that's crazy, dude. This is what makes them evil. Like, I understand lawyers are going to try to lawyer and get their way out of it or whatever. But man, this lady was assured allegedly that her food was fine. Apparently they asked twice and they told her it was fine. You're Disney. You own literally everything and everyone. Like, they should have went to this guy and been like, oh my God, you're never getting your wife back again. She's dead. Like, here's a blank check. Literally.
Well, you know,
like that's what Disney should have done.
Well,
that's what a decent human being would have done in their situation.
They're a multi-billion-dollar company that can throw away resources on virtue signaling trash like Snow White, but they can't give enough money to a guy that literally lost his wife from negligence. Yeah, like that's insane to me. But again, I'm not shocked because the one thing that Disney has not had for a long time is a soul. So I'm not shocked that this is who a soulless ass company would be in real life in an actual tragic situation like this. They really made me mad, dude, because I honestly thought when I read it, I was like, oh, that sucks, dude. That's terrible. When I read about this guy's wife dying, I figured it would have honestly been settled out of court for a substantial amount of money with the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have not been, you know, he would have, of course, signed an NDA and nobody would have heard about it again. But I would have figured that Disney would have taken care of him, been like, okay, well, here you go. Whatever we can do, we'll help you out. And then move on past it. But no, they don't want to do that. I don't know where and who is in charge of Disney at this point as far as their legal department and their marketing team, but it's got to be
giant butthole.
It's got to be the taint of the devil. That's a great band, but it's not a great idea to use them.
We are the taint of the devil.
But, yeah, it's crazy, dude. So again, it's like you guys are going to lose at least $300+ billion on your Snow White flop, and now you're going to have another black eye from how you're handling this situation. You guys just are literal, like, you guys have become the Emperor Palpatine ball sacks. I don't know. I mean, if he had one wrinkly and white and full of
so veiny,
but no, at the end of the day, yeah, dude, it's really not. And by the way, so and also on that front, on the whites of snows. That
whites.
Apparently, it's like it failed 5 different test screenings. 5 different test screenings. So now Disney, in a pure panic mode, they supposedly want to go back and do even more reshoots, which is going to cost another estimated $15 to $20 million per reshoot. And guess what they're running into now? Now Rachel Zegler supposedly, allegedly, doesn't want to shoot or reshoot any scenes with Gal Gadot at all. So that's not. So there you go again. So it's another headache. At this point, dude, if I were them, I'd say, listen, release it on Disney Plus. Make sure we snag as many people on those TOSs as we can, so as not to get sued in the future. Or just shelve it and write it off as a tax loss and move on with your life.
No, Jay, I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't get my Snow White. Yeah, I need it.
I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do if I don't get my Snow White. I'm going to watch whatever's next on my queue list of Netflix. But no,
did you see the Lion King prequel trailer, by the way? They're doing a Lion King prequel called Madagascar. Or no, it's called Scar, whatever his name is.
Oh, about I don't really
It's about the bad guy, and it's like a touching story about him growing up with Mufasa. And I'm like, but we all know that he grows up and he murders Mufasa, so this is all just sad.
Spoiler alert. By the way, there only is truly one Scar, and it's Jeremy Irons. If he's not voicing Scar, I don't care.
I don't know. It's probably some kid. I don't know.
Well, but either way, but yeah, it's been nuts. That's all
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Yes, I can. I think you can milk any human. But no, it depends on where you're going to milk them at. I mean, women's, it's one place, for men, it's another. But I will say I only knew about that because I think I just saw it before we jumped online about that whole thing with Disney and that lawsuit going on. But that is nuts, dude. I can't believe that. But then again, I can. It's not like, again, it's not that stretch of the hardest stretch of imagination.
They sued a family a few years back because they wanted to put Spider-Man on their like 5-year-olds, dead 5-year-olds like gravestones.
Yeah, that was another one. That was another PR disaster.
I'm paraphrasing. I don't know the exact story, but
it was something like that. Yeah, it was something like that. I think they did make that right, but I'm not 100% on that. But anyway, even if you didn't make, why would you care to begin with?
There's some things you don't come back from, Chris Brown. Wait, that's not true, I guess. Holy crap, it's crazy. Ha, Jackson! Here's $2. Do a shot or whiskey.
Jackson.
I don't have any.
That was your name.
No way, I don't drink alcohol because you could get addicted. I'll just have this habanero sauce right here. You ready? I'm gonna take the whole thing.
Someone put on Thorogood.
Because I'm fucking kidding. That would make me
put on Thorogood.
I don't want to poop my pants at karaoke Saturday night.
Yeah. I hope you guys get out there to that. That's gonna be fun.
I can't wait, dude. I'm so excited. Jason Perez. Hey, lovers. Hope y'all had a good day. NFL starting up soon. I know. I can taste it in your sweet air. In the sweet air. Can't wait for my Panthers to win it all. God, dude, if that happens, I will literally give you the channel. It's yours. Keep it. Early Super Bowl predictions. Might watch They Live tonight. Hey, that's good. That's good.
That's a great one. I like that. I definitely think that we're going to have a great year with the Tampa Bay Pirates. I think they're going to come in. They're going to hit 3-point after 3-point and run a full court press over the Diamond Field. And I think they're going to bring home the Stanley Cup at the end of the day.
I'm going to throw out the most random thing you've ever heard in your life. And if it's right, then everyone has to send me a Snickers bar. I'm going to go Packers-Titans Super Bowl. Packers-Titans. How about that? No one expected that, did they?
No.
That's what I'm going with.
No, it's not.
I just felt it in my soul. I don't know why. I have no reason.
By the way, LL Cool J, I love your name. I know that you remember Gal Gadot is a goddess. She's hot as hell. Let's just not even argue about that. There's no need for arguments in the chat when it comes to the hotness of Gal Gadot. There's just none.
I'd brush your hair. Michael Parton says the Sonic 3 trailer was excellent because of Keanu. I didn't watch it, but people explain this.
Is there people shitting on that? Because I saw some people being like, oh, like I saw thumbnails where people were like, oh, like they were making that face like it was like rage baity. I was like, I didn't watch the first 2 Sonics, so I have no idea.
I did the Terrifier 3 trailer reaction, and someone was like, where's the Sonic 3 trailer reaction? I was like, why would we do the Sonic trailer reaction?
I haven't seen
it. Dude, people are really like, and I knew Michael Parton was because he's mentioned it before. People are really like invested in this Sonic franchise.
I know.
Where does that come from? Like, I'm not judging. I'm just really interested.
That comes from the need for speed. You just can't get enough of that little asshole in the blue. You love the guy.
I just don't get it. I want to, but people like adults are like really into like what happens. Thank you so much. Dude, look at this.
What's that? What? Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
dude. Kate's working on the merch and stuff, and we're trying to figure it out. So we thought about ordering these clear glasses, and they come with like a wood lid and like a straw, like a wood glass, or with a glass straw. But apparently the heat press can't get hot enough to actually cook it in. So this is just kind of like we're not going to be able to do them, but we have a couple of them laying around the house. You can faintly see we watched a movie in there.
I love it.
Mountain Dew.
Action said apple juice. It is. How did you know?
It's true. It's what makes boys grow big. Gary B says, cannot wait for this stream all day. I've been looking for horror movies to watch I've yet to see. And Mike and Jay, I love your fucking face.
Love your fucking face, dude. Thank you, dude.
Hopefully today we'll show you guys a couple movies you haven't seen before. Maybe you can check out. And your nutsack.
Big Joe Grizzly said that's a lot of piss in that glass, and I read it just like you, Big Joe.
Yeah, it's not good for you. I hear that Mountain Dew is bad. Yellow 5 makes your dick big. Gary BL said, Mike, can you add Mousetrap to Steve's asshole? I haven't seen it, but you know what? I'm willing to bet that movie belongs directly and comfortably snugged in Steve's asshole. So you got it, pal.
I don't know what that means. Don't ask questions that the rest of the class don't understand.
That's one of those. It's one of those. We made Mickey Mouse into a horror icon for $12.97. One of those movies, you know.
That's don't talk trash on independent filmmakers just trying to make it in the world. Okay?
You can make it in the world today. It takes everything you've got. What is that from?
That sounds like
everything you've got.
That sounds like, is that a Disney thing?
No, dude, it's in a movie. Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got.
Yeah. Sometimes you suck a dick and sometimes you not.
That was last weekend.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. It sounds familiar, though.
Someone tell me what that is, because it's stuck in my head now. Tim27 McGraw says, get some wham up in ya. Can Pamela Voorhees tell us about the horrors of Jay's ex-wife? I hear she's dating Jason. Terrifier 3 trailer was awesome. Have a great night, guys. Love you. It was awesome. I love you.
Thank you, Tim McChickens. We love you, dude. The tale of that horror would rival any horror tale you've ever heard, young Tim. I thought losing my head was awful. But seeing how much head that whore gives on a daily basis is truly a thing to behold. It's like a supersized galaxy-wide vacuum cleaner, the way that she polishes off knobs throughout the galaxy. She's gone from suck to blow.
I can't take it, Jess.
I can't take it.
I gotta get you to do that again this Halloween Horror Month, dude. We gotta do another Jason's Wild. I don't have that kitchen table anymore, so I'm gonna have to find.
I guess we'll have to actually be decapitated this time.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. No, I guess what I'll do is we'll put you in a more comfortable situation. We'll put you in a chair and we'll just put like a blanket around your head or something. Like zoom in.
Yeah.
Last time Jay was on his knees, which is his number one favorite place to be.
I love doing it. Monica Lewinsky made it cool.
But he told me, he looked me dead in the eyes and said, I don't want to get paid for things I love. You know, like, I don't want to mix the two together.
If you're an artist, you're an artist. You do it for the art. You don't do it for the cum.
Exactly. Idiot. Speaking of which, Courtney Reed just gifted a rewatch movie membership.
Hey, Courtney, man, thank you, dude.
What's on? Who you give it to?
Who don't know. I think it's just secret. It's like Secret Santa. Someone reach in back and get it for themselves. Thank you, Johnny Davis, by the way.
Thank you, man. Yeah, Sean Tubby 123 says, "What's up, you big cocks? Shut up!"
Dude, that will never not be funny, Sean Tubby. And I really sucks that nobody knows what else that means. Like we've talked about it before, but you just got to be there to know it.
Ironically, dude, we were watching. We just did a Face Off full commentary of the movie Face Off. And by the way, guys, I think it's one of our greatest movie commentaries we've ever done because we were together. We had a blast. We didn't shut the fuck up the whole 2.5 hours of that movie. Had a lot of apple juices, and if you haven't checked that out on the Patreon, please check it out because I think it's really good. But in that, when they were pointing their guns at each other, that came up because we were both like, "Shut
up!" Yeah, dude, I swear, like that's some of the best, dude. I swear to God, maybe we can find it one day and show everybody that what we're talking about. That's like Guardian. By the way, Guardian Bedizer says Jason's place is Roddy Piper's pit. I wish, dude, that'd be cool. I wish I could have got it set up like the Piper's Pit. That would have been awesome.
I'd pay so much money to watch Roddy Piper just break in there right now. Michael Parton says, I'm going to try my best. Thank you, Michael, by the way. I'm going to try my best to prepare mentally and physically for Terrifier 3. I'm going to take all my vitamins. That means weed. Avoid stroke, avoid dying, and risk having nightmares and death for you guys. I'm going to take Jay personally on a date. We're going to have a nice steak dinner. We're going to eat a lot, and then we're going to go see it immediately afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Well,
tickle his stomach until he throws up.
Terrifier 3 doesn't like that kind of stuff is not like, I don't know. I'm fine with that. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of giggle. I don't know if I'm like, I guess I'm like the house that Jack built. You got a problem inside of you.
We did. So apparently there's a scene in this new one that David Howard Thornton, when he was filming it, he actually got sick and almost threw up while filming it on set, and everybody was like laughing at him and shit because like he never gets that way. But apparently this one's really, really bad. But of course, I mean, it's a good movie, Mark.
Jesus Christ, can we not have pussies working on the set today?
Yeah, get him out of here. You know what? He's fired.
You're fired.
Get Kane Hodder in there. He can do it.
That guy will set himself on fire for it.
Just kidding.
I love Kane, and he did do that, but that's fine. He survived it.
Kane Hodder will choke your girlfriend at Scarefest.
Yeah, if for real, there was a subscriber that said that he wanted, like, she's like, can I pull your girl's hair because he likes blonde girls? And he's like, yeah. And he did too.
Allegedly.
It wasn't like it was a consenting thing. Okay. The guy made a contractual agreement that yes, you could smack my girlfriend in the face.
Smack my bitch. That's what the song was written about. Mark Parton says, I'm still horrified of clowns, but I'm seeing Terrifier 3 with heart attacks and diapers. It looked like he said heart
dippers.
Dippers.
Dippers. Heart attacks and like the skull. The skull dip.
So all the kids are doing.
We'll see. I remember watching Terrifier 1 and being like, I didn't know they were going to go that far when that girl was, he did the old vagina saw. And I was like, wow, wishbone. Oh, I don't know. I didn't expect him to do that. But once I knew that's what kind of gore they were going for, is that I could actually prepare myself. When Terrifier 2 came out, I was like, all right, I get it. Like they're going to go more harder and faster than the last one. And then Mike told me about that one part in the bedroom, and I actually was the same way. I laughed. It's not because of what he was doing to that young girl, but it was like he was going, like he was laughing and shit. I don't know.
He was so proud of himself. You could not.
You like my idea?
You like this? All of a sudden, that Romulus chick gave birth to Mini-Me, who quickly turned into Voldemort. I just went with it. Yeah, that's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta go with it. When things get weird, the chosen one. You don't blow the whistle and say the safe word. You say, "Give it to me, Greg."
You know that the guy that actually knocked her was like, "Thank God it's not mine for show." That ain't mine, Joe.
You imagine you're like, I'm gonna be a man and I'm gonna step up to the plate. I'm gonna do what's right. And there's like, all right, here's the baby, and he's like, yeah, and you're like, I didn't mean any of that.
He's like,
leaving.
Like, he goes, congratulations, you played yourself. You brought me here, you played yourself.
That motherfucker came out of a portal like the Dane Cook thing. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm ready for school.
That thing looked like a fucking piece of sperm that got left over after missing the vagina hole all the way.
I thought it looked cool as hell. I didn't like the tail though. The tail was a little too much.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was neat looking. I mean, I was just making fun of it, but yeah, it actually is a cooler inspired creature that they did for that.
Pretty scary, actually. Yeah. Dude, that one jump scare at the end when it jumped into the bubble and it was like, oh, I was like, no, that got me good. Trucker Inspired, what are you doing? You scratching your leg?
Yeah, I got an STD.
Oh, that's okay. I gave it to you. Jay, is it true you were cast as Garth Brooks in the Netflix Making a Murderer Part 3?
Yes.
Oh my God.
First off, thank you, Truckin' Inspired, for like ruining the surprise to everybody. But yes, I was going to be the new Garth Brooks. I can't wait to show y'all my country skills and get on down there. It's one of them come out of nowhere horror tales. You know what I'm saying, Truckin'? But thank you for stopping by and spoiling the surprise. Now get the fuck out of here before I put it in your ass. What?
My knee just popped. And I think it broke.
It's called age.
Oh my, I've never had my knee pop like that, dude. It hurts so bad.
Dude, I'll tell you what needs to pop besides that coochie. I need to fucking pop my lower back. Like really bad, dude. Why
did you say so? I would have came over.
No, when we were like moving stuff, like dude, it feels like it's locked up. You know how you get that like you twist and turn and it's like it's right there and you're like, I don't want to be like paralyzed. So I can't go further.
I can fix that for you.
I don't want you to feel it. I don't want you to.
Come on, just a couple men.
By the way, dude, I meant to tell you guys, I don't know if you've seen it or not, dude, but holy shit, I actually got teary-eyed. I'm like, wow. I just watched the new Christopher Reeves documentary that's coming out. It's only in theaters, the Superman story. Holy fuck.
You watched the whole thing already?
No, the trailer. It's in theaters, but dude, yeah, it was powerful as shit, dude. I was like, I don't know. Whoever cut that trailer together, dude, they masterful. Like the music, the John Williams score, everything about it, like the cuts with his kids and him being paralyzed and dude, oh my God. And then they also have Robin Williams in there because they were best friends.
Yeah, I heard people were pretty excited. I haven't watched it, but I heard it was pretty good.
Awesome, yeah.
Tanner freaking Bowles says, my top 3 favorite movies from 2020s are X, Terrifier 2, and The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man. Get it? I'm the Invisible Man. Get it? You know the Queen song?
Oh.
I'm the Invisible Man. Get it? Anyway,
Queens of the Stone Age,
baby. And Loomis, you're a very attractive man.
I'm not in the wiener, Tanner. Jesus,
not today. That's all.
Not today. Come back later on. No, never.
Come back, never. Adrian Ybarra says, so people not buying Madden because of the female announcer. All right, so let me explain something to you. All right, yeah. Let me explain something to you. This is not a sexist thing. I'm a girl dad. I got 2 little girls. I'm not a sexist man. That's what. By the way, I don't know if you know that. That's. If you have girl children, you can't be sexist. That's a fact. But no,
like
literally,
if you adopted black children, you couldn't be racist. There's no way.
Of course. I have black friends.
Obviously, we know.
In jail. Listen, here's the thing. That's from a movie. Like I have black friends in jail. Or it's a 40-year-old virgin.
You like to sing?
Oh no, he said gay friends. That was a gay joke.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're fucked on both ends. No, dude, that is terrible. I've played 3 games of Madden. It's mostly because I'm obsessed with NCAA 25 and I can't get off of it. But dude, if you play a game on Madden, you have to mute it. It's so bad, you have to mute the game. And it has nothing to do with her being a female. I enjoy female announcers, but she is so annoying, dude. She screams every single time you come home late and drunk at night. And you've just been hanging out with the boys. She screams every time that you don't wake up in time because you're hungover. No, but she literally does scream the plays. She's like, first down! They got a first down! And you're like, dude, I ran for 4 yards. All right, calm down. It's the first quarter. It is obnoxious as hell. You have to play the game on mute. It sucks.
I'd ask, hey, what team did she play for? Oh, she's never played. That's weird. I guess I don't want to hear from somebody.
A lot of announcers
that doesn't know the fucking game. Thanks.
A lot of announcers have not played. Pat.
God, all right. Hey, you know what? Or they at least, you know what? Listen to me. Stop doing that shit.
I'm fine with it being a woman. She just happens to be terrible.
Yeah, I heard. Listen, I never understood. I never understood buying Madden every year. Anyway, I was like wait a couple of years in between and buy them
because they like to take our money.
I know it's true. EA is right up there. It's like if Disney is Thanos, EA is like one of the bad guys, that the henchman of Thanos.
Oh yeah, they hang out on the weekends for sure. Adrian says, by the way, people not buying Madden is great. People need to not buy Madden because they've been putting out a lackluster piece of shit product for years, and we only play it because we're addicted to it, and we need to have the new rosters. But yeah, that's I mean, it's understandable.
That's my stance on it.
Yeah, that's where I come. That's where I come down on it. Wild Willie says, Jay, let's sing some Grease 2 Saturday.
I'll sing I'll sing the first one. I'll sing I Get to Be Danny. I'm Not Being the Chick, and I don't know any Grease 2 songs. Well, I know one Grease 2 song, but I don't know all of it. I don't think they have Grease 2. I don't think they have Grease 2 songs at the karaoke bar. I really don't think they'd have it. But Grease, they've got, all those.
Saturday. You coming, Wild Willie? Are you coming Saturday? Are you literally going to come? Huh? Blake? Apparently they're making a new face-off. Heard Cage and Travolta will return. Thoughts? They should do that.
First off, they killed off. Didn't they kill the guy? We just
he's definitely
dead.
Died. Yeah, he died like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so he can't I don't know why. And I feel like that's dumb. I don't want him to really revisit that at all. That movie is pretty much perfect the way that it is. There's no reason to do it.
I agree. I don't see a purpose. I really don't. Like I usually don't say that at movies because I'm like, hey, let them go. Let's see what happens. Like, turn off the camera.
Well, I don't want to see it. Like, what are they going to call Con Air 2 still conning? I don't even want them to still do it. I just leave all that shit alone and come up with some new stuff. I don't know.
I see. Yeah, put Cage and Travolta in another movie together with an original story. That's what I'd be down for. And let Cage help Travolta out a little bit on the career situation. Tim McGraw says, Michael J, my wife wants me to take her to see The Crow. Got any advice for me? Also, Art the Clown in the Mall is hilarious. Yeah, dude. If she wants to go see that movie, there can only be one reason, which means my best advice to you is get on a treadmill, start doing sit-ups, because there's no other reason to see that movie other than Bill Skarsgård's abs.
Idiot advice for me, I would say coffee, make friends with it, because you're going to be falling asleep multiple times, or I don't know, just get really fucking drunk and you might sort of maybe kind of enjoy it. I don't know, but if it really sucks, she can give you a blowjob under the table, huh?
Yeah, get that Wolverine bucket. Dean Creepbetween says, hey yo, hey.
No, goes, hey yo. He's doing the Razor Ramon.
Oh yeah, hey
yo.
Yeah, I missed that.
The bad guy.
Good catch, fuck face. Michael Parton says, well, that was almost John Malkovich. What do you mean, fuck face?
I will splash the pot anytime I feel like it.
Michael Parton says, Jay, are you going to play Star Wars Outlaws?
No.
Is that gay men who wear bandanas? And
it totally. Well, at this point, I'd rather play a game like that than what Star Wars Outlaws is. No, dude, I have no interest or desire to it. Ubisoft has fucked that game up. Ubisoft is an awful company. No, they really. The only thing I like about them is Assassin's Creed, and even that's going to have problems with Shadows coming out. But dude, Star Wars Outlaws, if it's on Game Pass, I might dabble in it, but I have no desire to. I mean. Do they screw people that got early access? Like those people like paid like the additional $20 or $25 to get it early had to start their entire fucking game over because it's screwed up.
Give me a sec, AJ. I'm going to put you on big screen for a second because I messed with something in the YouTube settings earlier, and I think I screwed up, and I think it's giving people ads.
Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, I just now noticed that, guys. Sorry. I was afraid that might happen because I clicked something and I was like, it's okay. You can just click it. But if it's going to give you guys ads during the stream, I definitely don't want that. So I will do my best to fix it. Uno minoritarian natures.
All right. I had to get my apple juices out.
All right. Give me just a sec.
Okay. Wow. It's the big screen, guys. Cool. Oh, he actually got. Whoa, I don't know what happened. All right, cool. We saw the. Hey, nighttime. Just mind your fucking business. It was not there. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, Michael. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he did. desperate for that cashola. Want to throw those ads in it, you guys, as quick as we can. We didn't think anybody would notice. That reminds me of Ghostbusters 2. It's like, can you tell me why you were digging holes? Because there's already so many holes in the street anyway. We didn't think anybody would notice. You keep that up, and we'll find you in contempt. Anyway, Stacy says, I'm confusion. I am too. Carl says, I just farted. I can smell it. It smells like onions. Good job. Tomo Ogata.
Wow, you farted. Big man, huh?
Jay, did you see how bad Concord is doing? Dude, yeah, it is awful. I think today there was like minus 12 people playing. That is, oh my God, I can't imagine even having worked on that game and the total shitstorm that it's become.
I think I fixed the problem. Give it like 20 minutes and let me know if the ads keep popping up. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. I was being a capitalist and I wanted that 13 cents really bad.
And I was going to say, you're being a real American. Good for you. Seeing an opportunity and taking it, striking it rich, going out on your own.
I was inspired by Disney. Dean Creebetween says, oozing machismo. It's the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
Dude, to be fair, dude, yeah, Razor Ramon, a.k.a. Scott Hall, probably one of the most underrated villains and like cool-ass wrestlers ever. Like, seriously. Not the best, but I think one of the most underrated. Like, he really didn't get his comeuppance until way later than he should have.
I'd like to give you your comeuppance, and that means when I come here. But Austin says, saw Romulus today, and the loud jump scares annihilated me. My only solace is that I'm sure Jay had the same issue. Dude, that movie got me twice bad. I was like, hurrah! It's like in my theater seat. Like, it was bad.
Joke's on you, Austin. I passed out.
He literally died.
I died, dude. So I didn't even get like any bothered by that.
Jay watching scary movies like one of those videos of someone on a roller coaster, like
it is, dude. And I wake up and be like, ha ha ha.
Someone's got your dick out.
Flopping around, hoping that it's Mark Wahlberg fingering me on the ride. What? It's weird.
I wish, right? You will forever hold your peace. Gary says, I think Rachel Zegler is attractive, and I don't agree with people saying she's ugly, but I do get Gal Gadot is hot too.
Yeah, I don't think it's about Zegler being. I think Zegler is attractive too. I just think it's weird that you cast. I don't know. It's just a weird casting decision. I think her attitude is what makes her ugly to me.
You know what's weird? I don't even know who Rachel Zegler is. I have no idea.
Probably wouldn't know her. She's only been. I think she was in something before. I swear to God, dude, I thought she was one of the Scream alumni, but she's not. But she looks like she could totally be in it. But I think you would see if you saw her, you'd probably like, oh, she was in this or that. But she never had like she wasn't like a major star. But dude, the problem with her is like she just shut your mouth, just shut your lips, and just do your job, and that's all you got to do. And at 23, she's also blaming marketing now as the problem. You said you were the one that ran your mouth on Twitter and said stupid shit. It's not marketing. It's just you. And now, by the way, Disney has fired her from any future projects with Disney. So she's already ruined herself on that.
You know what song I was just singing, though? Remember that? Shush, girl.
Shut
your lips. Do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's a popular
The
song.
303s, I know.
Yeah. Gary, I think Rachel saw what people were saying about Gal Gadot being hotter, and she did a cringe video saying, I'm the fairest of them all. And then I think she stupidly said free.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gary. I think you're right. I think that's actually more true than you let on. It was probably an insecure type of post. I'm not sure exactly where her feelings or like whatever her actual political outlook is on. I don't care, but I think it's coming from a place of total insecurity because she's also like a kid. She's 23 or 24, but she's acting like she's like an 18-year-old like diva, which is a problem. Because Gal Gadot never said anything. She never said a word to her, like at all. Like as far as like only thing I saw on Gal Gadot was that she both posted Instagram photos of herself and Zegler doing behind the scenes stuff for Snow White, like a normal.
Oh, really?
Co-star. Yeah, sexy.
Now you piqued my interest.
Eat my apple.
Eat my ass.
What?
I said apple. Robin Barker says, will you be checking out Terminator Zero? Dude, I heard about this. I literally heard about this today. Yeah. It's called animation, Jay.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it.
They're action figures, Mom. God.
I know. I have a few.
Apparently, it's really badass. And I might watch it because that sounds pretty dope. I think we should do more animation with cool shit.
Yeah, it's definitely got an anime feel to it. I saw the trailer. The music was the music was great. I mean, it's the same classic Terminator music that you can hear, but yeah. I thought it was I thought it was honestly a fan edit. I thought a fan had put it together, but it's actually a real thing coming to Netflix. Pretty cool.
Gary, I think Rachel saw what people were saying. I read that. Shut up, stupid bitch. Hey, you know who's not a stupid bitch? Shane fucking Powers coming in here like, hey, eat from my body. Thank you, Lee. That's super sweet of you, man. I said, yes, my boys are amazing as always. Hey, Loomis, you and Chalice are on laundry duty. Loomis, Michael's coveralls need to be washed along with his tidy whities. If y'all do a good job, Asian tea and Boilermakers on me. He said, Boilermakers, I'll do whatever you want. Inflation's a real thing. Joe, Crispin, Glover, Biden, the Trump third. I keep up politics as a doctor. It's important. And yeah, I will do 7 things to your body for a single Boilermaker, as long as none of them include the American flag, because I'm a French patriot.
The only thing that needs to be washed here, Lee, is your goddamn mouth out with soap. Michael's tidy whities, he doesn't wear them.
You know why? Because he's a dirty motherfucker that doesn't care that his butt crack stinks up everywhere he goes, and he doesn't care that he smells worse than the decomposing bodies that he left in the alleyway. I don't want you to tell me my business about the Asian tea, since the Asian tea recipe is a secret recipe. No one knows how to make it, much less you, Lee. Go ride in your truck and stop talking to me about Michael. Thank you.
You know what's upsetting, speaking of tidy whities, is cum doesn't have a color.
Thank you. What the hell are you talking about? Unless
for some reason, when you cheat on your wife, it shows up yellow in your tidy whities, and then you get caught. And Linda gets upset, and she takes the kids to her mother's house, whose whole house smells like patchouli and hamburger patties.
I believe that you should stop calling. You know, your L gonorrhea is showing itself. Stop talking.
Excuse me, sir, but my gonorrhea is American.
It is American.
Let's be honest here. All right. Doctor told me I had gonorrhea once. I just said, turn it off. And he changed the channel.
Shut up.
Just come over and fuck it and find out.
Oh my God. I'd rather
I want you to
asshole.
I want you to rub pizza all over my face and then fuck it off.
Okay.
Pepperoni.
It has gone too far now.
That was disgusting. Why does my brain go these places? Could it be apple juice? Could it be messed up childhood? Could it be
a sad attempt? Just shut up.
It could be anything.
Oh, thank you, Lee, though, man. By the way, that picture, dude, like, what kind of truck is that? I always see you do. It looks like a fucking monster truck or something. I don't know if that's the way that he shot it or something, but it looks badass. I don't know what that is. I'm not even into trucks.
He was about to go buy that. He was like, I'm about to go buy this truck.
Well, why does he look so? He looks like he also kind of looks mean, like he's gonna go and like track down somebody in that truck. Like, look at his face.
Yeah, he does. See that truck back there? I'm about to go piss in its tank.
He looks like he's gonna guest star on Yellowstone.
Love you, Lee. Thank you so much,
Lee, man.
Gabby. But I don't disagree with the far right saying that Rachel Zegler is a Hamas supporter just because she said free Palestine.
Yeah, dude. Listen, I mean,
I like glue.
It is what it is on either side. It's crazy out there. I just think if you're hired to do a movie and your job is to promote said movie, that's all you should be doing on a junket on a, you know what I mean? Like, don't like tag something like that, like underneath of the actual promotion of the film. I think that's the problem. I think otherwise, I don't know. Again, I don't know what her beliefs are. I don't know and it really wouldn't matter. If I hired someone to be in my movie, the last thing I'd want them to do is spout political bullshit that's going to be a firestorm on social media and cause people to say, fuck my movie. Yeah, I just genuinely think we should keep women out of film. Lightning Ghost said, are y'all going to watch Strange? Lightning Ghost says, are y'all going to watch Strange Darling? I want to, Steve, but you know what we did instead? We watched The Fucking Crow with our time instead, but I do want to see that. That apparently that James McAvoy movie, Speak No Evil, is going to be good too. Yeah, it's a remake, and they gave away like the whole movie in the fucking trailer. But apparently, from the people who have seen it and the higher ups of Garth Brooks Mountain, they say it's actually really. I only saw the thing was like James McAvoy will scare you silly. I'm like, oh wow, he looks handsome. Have you seen his traps? He was just sitting there like a picnic table and like looking at the camera going. Oh, have you not seen that trailer? It was literally just that scene. They play that fucking trailer in front of every movie for the past 6 months. I've seen that trailer so many goddamn times. Like, I just have no interest in seeing the movie right now, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Leader Sin, you fuck. Thanks, man. You, what's y'all's thoughts on Jurassic World being called Jurassic World Rebirth? I think that's dumb. I didn't know they were doing that. Why the hell would you? I don't know, man. Like, if it I think they should just leave the Jurassic Park stuff alone for a minute. I like Jurassic World, and I like Jurassic World. Okay, and I think the second one was pretty good too. The third one was completely like radioed in. Like, there was no like, that whole thing was like a big shit sandwich. The last one they just did with Chris Pratt, I think they should just like lay off the dinosaur stuff for a minute, like let it breathe. I'd actually be more interested in them focusing on bringing more like movies like Godzilla -1 to the theater and shit like that versus like Jurassic Park. It's just me, but Jurassic World Rebirth just sounds like a lazy ass title. Like, you already know what you're getting. It just sounds like Genesis or any of the, Terminator, Dark Fate, Dark Fart. I just, I'm with you, dude. Like, I really think the only thing that's going to get me interested to see a Jurassic World again, you could call it Jurassic Park, fuck me sweet, fuck me hot. And like, the only thing that's going to make me want to watch a Jurassic Park movie these days is if they come out and they go, hey,
we're going to go back and we're going to recreate the digital effects the same way they did in the original. We're going to put the time in, we're going to put the work in, we're going to put the effort in, and we're going to make that shit look like it did in the original movie. You do that, and I will be seated day one. But just like Star Wars, dude, it was hooked on nostalgia. You sat down for a Star Wars movie and you got your popcorn and you paid all your money and you brought the family, and it was an event. It was something you had to see. It was a special effects summer extravaganza. You had to be there for it. And Jurassic World was that, and we went and saw it, and it was like, eh. And then the next one came out, and we're like, eh. And like, that's gone. That you have to earn it again. Get Steven Spielberg back. Do whatever you got to do.
I don't think there's any story left to tell right now. I feel like if you're just going to retreading the same story over and over again. I mean, how many fucking times can you tell the story about dinosaurs on an island? Like it kind of loses its appeal after. I swear to God, and I know people go, "Oh, popular opinion, take him and rape him." I think Jurassic Park 1. Yeah, get him and rape him. That was a thing, guys. Calm down. But no, I think the Jurassic Park 1, they should have stopped there. I think it was a well-told story. It was perfect the way it was. Yeah, I understand that the dinosaurs all got out and the T-Rex screams and like, oh my God, it sounded like my ex-wife when there was no more wine. But either way, that's fine. They take over the island, and that island is forbidden from then on out. There you go.
Dude, I maybe have had too many apple juices this evening already, but I just had the greatest idea when you were talking.
What?
I want to smell your dick.
Okay, come over
just
here.
One time. I need to know. Like, I know everything else about you except for how your dick smells.
Tic Tacs.
You know, I want to scratch it. I want to sniff it. I want to suck it. I want to see what happens. But no, my point is this: if you haven't tasted your best friend's cum, is he your best friend? No.
Yeah.
No.
You're walking down the street and your hand accidentally touches your best friend's hand, and you're thinking, "We're not gay. I'm not gay." It's like you are. You are gay.
Maybe I am. No, but honest to God, like a fun ass video would be if we just went through a bunch of different franchises and we answered one simple question for every franchise. Should it have ended after the original, and would it have been better off?
Yeah, I'd be
from Jurassic to Terminator to obviously not Terminator because the second one.
But. Well, yeah, I would say, yeah, that'd be fun. I could do that. Yeah. There's certain movies.
The first part, right? The part about me tasting your dick.
I'm down for both. The everlasting gobstopper lick is coming your way, but no, yeah, there's certain movies like Star Wars. Obviously, there is a trilogy. I mean, it. Actually, to be fair, if you really watch the New Hope, Star Wars Episode 4, the way that it ends from the beginning to the end actually just kind of wraps it up. The only thing that's really left unknown is Darth Vader, like his TIE fighter is shot and he like kind of flies away into space. But the whole ceremony scene where Luke and Han and Chewbacca get the medals, it actually just wrap up. Like they're getting the medals and that's it.
An even better question: where should this franchise have stopped? That would be a great video, dude. Because we can go through all of them, and we can each pick where they should have left.
That's where I'd be more interested to do that. Where the franchise should have stopped. Like what was the complete cutoff moment
for Star Wars? It would have been Jedi. This should stop after.
No, I used to think that, but actually going back and looking, I kind of Revenge of the Sith is actually good, dude. Like the with the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight scene on Mustafar, that's fucking badass.
When Darth Maul was cool, I'll give him that, and that fight was badass. But most of that movie was garbage.
Yeah, the first episode one. Yeah.
Benjamin Shelby, thank you, buddy. He says, "Penis."
Yes.
Now that I have your attention, what do you think about the Poughkeepsie tapes? Everyone was saying how scary it is. It didn't live up. Stay gay, dude. I haven't watched. Jay's seen this. This is one Jay's seen. I've not seen.
I haven't seen this.
You saw the Poughkeepsie tapes. You told me about it. It's a found footage movie. They got. Tapes.
No, I didn't watch it. I said that I was interested in seeing it.
Oh, I've not seen it either. So maybe we should watch it together.
Maybe we should. I think it's supposed to be. I heard it was like. Did I? I don't know. I have to go back. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But if I did see it, it was so like not memorable. I can't remember.
I remember
penis. I remember I have one. Thank you.
Oh yeah. No, I remember you watching it and being like, dude, this movie's so fucked up.
Maybe I did. Watched it. Maybe I did. If I see a couple of scenes of it, I'll know if I've seen it.
You have a terrible memory, and I want to fuck it. JT Owsley says Terrifier 3 looks Part 1 was good. Part 2 was watered down to pursue a commercial purpose.
Oh,
and 3 looks that's a strong opinion. They got to emphasize more psychological horror in Part 4 and wishing I could make out with my mom right now. Dude, who doesn't? Right?
Wow. Yeah. You know what? Thank you, Jason, for standing up and telling it how it is, not only about Terrifier 2, but also about making out with your own mother. And you know what? You got to be brave in today's world to do that.
That's what men do.
I think the first part of Terrifier 2 was good. I didn't like the second part. I've gone on record and said that before. I don't know about them pursuing.
You didn't say you didn't like it. You said
I didn't. I don't think it sucks. I just didn't think the second part was good. The whole let's bring in the religious. I thought that was dumb.
Oh, you mean the second half of Terrifier 2?
Yeah, I said the first part was good. I
got you.
I thought Terrifier 1 was great, and Terrifier 2, the first part's great. The second part, I feel like it's a letdown. I don't know why it was that long. I don't know why. I don't, the direction they went, I wouldn't have gone. But I don't know if it was for a commercial purpose. I really don't know. Maybe what you're trying to say is they're trying to take it mainstream, like make it like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like where Freddy Krueger became like a mainstream icon. I don't know if it'll ever reach that point because it's too violent. But I haven't seen part 3, so I have no idea. But yeah, man.
I have to disagree with you there, JT. I think when you look at Green Day with Dookie, right? Dookie came out and it was more melodic and it blew up and everybody called Green Day sellouts. And they were like, we're still playing the same music. We're just made it better. Like there's nothing wrong with that. That's kind of how I feel about Terrifier 2. I think Terrifier 2 is a better film than Terrifier 1. And I thought that they didn't sell out for anybody. I don't think they cut anything out of that movie. They did it grassroots. And they started with a few theaters and it did so well, it got to a few more theaters. It's not like they signed on with Universal or some shit and made a PG film. They maintained true to their roots with the first movie. I just thought that they made it bigger and better. So I disagree with you and I moved to strike. So, but I'd still touch
Green Day. Green Day is the biggest sellout of all fucking time.
You're dead.
No, I will say, by the way, JT, your fucking profile pic. That's exactly what I feel like it would be like if I went to prison. I would be saying, I will suck your dick right now if you protect me, and I will give you anything you like.
Yeah, but Jay's the guy on the left.
Yeah,
shocker.
I know. I'm black. Did you guys not see?
Blake says Zegler is going to be in the Y2K movie. Looks dope. I thought that movie looked like shit, dude. Like, I'll be honest with you. I watched that trailer and it should be everything I wanted to see. I love that they threw back to AOL. They threw back to an amazing time. And what a great idea for a movie to do a Y2K movie. But that just felt like a bad ripoff of This Is the End. And like it looked cheap and it looked like shit, and they threw Fred Durst in there, and that's cool. I love the nostalgia, but the movie itself, to me, just based on my movie gaydar, it looks like shit. Just being
Nobody
honest.
cares what you think. Shut the fuck up and move on. I'm gonna unleash on you in 5 minutes, and my dick is what I mean.
Promises. I'm thirsty, buddy. I'm fucking chinked up. Let's go.
You're gonna have it all.
It's 2012 Ford F-150 Raptor. Dude, that's what Tom DeLonge from.
I thought. I didn't know. I wasn't going to speak on it, but I thought maybe F-150.
Yeah, that's what Tom DeLonge from Blink drives. He says that's sad that I know that. He says we are going to make our wrestling debut in it. Oh, I like it. Nice. I want you to wrestle in it.
I thought Lee the Machine was just your stripper name, but I see that you're also talented in other areas. Good.
He's good. He's good at everything he does. Gary says, I agree, Mike. Women just fuck everything up. Right. God, right.
I mean,
honestly,
Gary,
like, can we just put them on their own island?
You know what, Gary? You're brave. I like that you say things out loud and agree with sexist things. That's good.
I'm tired of them.
Yeah. You know what? I like them for what they do. Their vaginas feel nice and soft.
Their wonderful smells.
That's about it. I don't know.
The way that they're kind. I like the way that their dirty pillows feel on my face.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Parton says, kind of worried Jurassic Park comes out before Superman. Why, Michael?
There's no way nothing's going to beat that. I swear to God. Like, whatever Superman goes up against, I don't worry about Jurassic Park at all.
There's no reason to be worried about the Jurassic World movie because, like,
I think
it's we all know it's going to suck.
What's really funny is that Superman is like, I heard again, they're like, oh, they fixed it on his costume. I don't even know what the fuck they fixed. People are still bitching about his costume. I think his costume looks great. Like Superman's new costume. James Gunn's doing a great job. By the way, they also brought back the old DC logo. On that new Christopher Reeve documentary, you see the old DC logo. And the reason why they stopped doing that was apparently because it was too close to the clothing line with the same DC. But that's why they stopped using it. But dude, like that already, James Gunn's making that's all. I know it's a small thing, but that's good.
Yeah, but nobody wears like DC shoes anymore and shit like that. So I guess it was okay to go back to it. But dude, people will complain about anything. I literally saw somebody, and I didn't even watch the Christopher Reeves trailer, but I saw someone complaining like, how dare they use the new DC logo in front of this movie? This new James Gunn didn't do anything to help Christopher Reeves' career. How dare he put his logo in front of the movie? I was like, it's the production company that made the movie. Jesus Christ, why don't you write Elon Musk about it, you fucking soft-ass turd?
That man from South Africa is a champion for free speech. Suck a dick, communist whore. No, I will say this thing about it, though. At the end of the day, I think that anybody that says that that's James Gunn's logo, the DC logo, that's literally the original logo they had.
He brought it back, but yeah, I mean.
That's the logo that DC started with.
God, fucking cry more. The world, they say we're on a water shortage, but not with all these internet tears. Eric says, what's up, potato chips? I like it when you say that. Let me just say, Lauren Rivera, Sienna, is hotter than Satan's pooper after a night of drinking and Taco Bell. You know what? I don't look at women as objects. I look at them as wonderful, deep, emotional people. So I can't really deny or disagree with what you just said. Okay. So why don't you take your boner and just go jack it in another room?
Who is Sienna again?
She's the main girl in Terrifier 2. Lauren Lavera. And Terrifier 2. The girl.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 100%, dude. She's like smoking for show.
I don't see women that way. Robin Barker says the best thing for the Jurassic Park franchise is to readapt Crichton's 2 novels back to back, closer to the books, R-rated and smart like the books were, or adapt them in an HBO miniseries.
I actually like that idea. That actually would be cool and interesting if they ever did that, because you're right. Michael Crichton's original idea for Jurassic Park was a lot more violent than what we got. Even though I remember seeing Jurassic Park as a kid and thinking it was pretty out there, like as far as violence goes, it actually, like, I remember dropping all my hot tamales on the floor because it shocked me at the beginning with the raptors. I was like, Walt, this just sounds too much. I thought they were dinosaurs, but
I was not prepared.
But here's the thing about the miniseries on HBO. I think that could work too, but I really would rather, if Jurassic Park is meant for a theatrical release. If you're going to do Jurassic Park, the magnitude of that film, it's got to be on the big screen. So I like your idea about adapting it and making it closer to Michael Crichton's, but I would wait. I feel like you got to wait at least 5 or 10 more years before you do that.
It's Michael Crichton. Everyone knows that.
That sounds like someone who's suffering from a debilitating disease that no one knows.
Crohn's. I got Crohn's in the butt.
I've got the Crichton. Oh.
Billy says, Loomis, I want my Applebee's.
I want to slap your parents based on that profile pic. What the hell? Brother and sister? This is what happens when brother and sister fuck.
The bonk, which is dude, look at that picture. I love everything about you. I love your whole jib. Loomis and Chalice, I need some tips on how to navigate the dating scene nowadays. Goddamn
you, Michael. It's fine. I don't care. You can say it. Stay away from them. Women are stupid, and I don't respect them. That's right. I just have sex with them. Show me those genitals. Those genitals. That's what the song says. It's smart advice. Get your career and education in first, then go look for a wife. Before that, beware the STD on the oceans, my friend. They will bring you down to David Jones' locker.
You ever drink so much that you stop feeling your fingertips?
Yes, you're dying. It's called a cardiac arrest or possibly cirrhosis.
It's been going on for a while. Sometimes I just can't feel these things. And, the dating scene's easy. All right. You kids have it so easy. You don't even understand. When I was a youth and yesterday, I had to go up to women in public and just walk up to them shopping with their mothers and just say how I felt. I'd like to wrap some saran wrap around your mouths and then take you into a dark alleyway. And then, you know what? My personal pickup lines are for me. But you kids today have it easy. Just play the numbers, kids. Play the numbers. Play the internet.
Make sure you find out how many kids she has and if they're all one baby daddy or multiple. It tells you what kind of woman you're dealing with right away.
Read the book. Clarissa Explains It All, and then you try to fuck Clarissa.
No. You have to read. That's a dumb thing. Watch Blossom. It's closer to the truth.
That's true.
By the way, did you guys watch Blossom or Clarissa Explains It All more? What was better? I think Clarissa Explains It All was better.
Movie makes me horny as Carrie.
Yeah, that's a great one. I love it when she gets on her period and then everybody gets mad about it. It's really it's a monumental scene for women power.
I did watch that today. That would be the most fucked up thing you can say, though. You know what movie makes me really horny? It's scary.
Underage girls in fucking high school.
That would be the most fucked up thing you could say.
He's like, what? He goes, have you found a date yet, Booger? He's like, I've been calling the high schools all day long.
To be fair, they're all like 37 in that movie. The Bonk says, what's wrong with me? Why do my parents love me? Throw it down. Evening, bros. I'm 6 long and 6 around. Stifler. My dick is 11 inches around. But that ain't never stopped me from trying to stick it in a square hole. Wham for life. Could Loomis tell us a joke?
Yeah. What do you call a self-delusional football fan? Florida dad. Everybody laugh and point at the Seminole. Shut up.
That reminds me of one time Jay and I were in an Uber, and Jay was shit-faced in the backseat of the Uber. Yeah, but I'm sitting next to the fucking old sweet guy that's driving us home.
No, you were in the backseat. I was next to that dude.
Oh no, you're right. You're correct. You are correct. But I'm watching Jay in the front seat, and this sweet old man is just has a very business-like aperture about him, and he's like, "So, what are we doing this evening?" And Jay is making fun of him without him knowing he's making fun of him. And Jay's like,
I was actually carrying on a conversation.
Do you root for a fan of the old pigskin? And he's like, yeah, but I'm a Florida State fan. And Jay goes, the Seminoles. And I fucking died. Like,
they made it worse. No, it was Mike, it was
seat.
my wife, and it was his, and they were making it 300 because they all started laughing. And then I was like, I'm trying not to get fucking kicked out because if he thinks I'm making fun of him, he had this very old-timey way of talking about him. Like, like back in the 1950s, like, I agree with you, Johnson, and I think we should move ahead with that idea. Let's go ahead. Like, that's how he was talking. So I was like, I don't know I don't know why I did what I did. I shouldn't have done that, but I wasn't really trying to make fun of him. Like that. Like
no, he had no idea, so it was fine.
Well, yeah, I didn't and it wasn't.
We're being an asshole,
but
it was
like
really
like the thing of Weird Science where Wyatt was like he gets too high. Let me tell you something about chicks, man. They will break your balls. Like that's how I get. If I get too drunk, I get stupid.
But you guys don't understand. Jay goes, the Seminoles.
Mr. Belvedere.
I was fucking pissing my pants in the back seat. Billy, hey, Charles Loomis, smell me finger. I'll suck on it.
Can somebody come and get Billy and take him back to the shelter?
I'll suck on that thing. What's it taste like? Who'd you finger? Was she hot?
Your asshole.
Tim McGraw says, Mike and Jay, I dropped my vape. Mike and Jay, did you see the trailer for The Substance? It apparently a trippy gore fest.
No.
I'm back.
I did not know anything about The Substance except
you know what?
Drinking this apple juice.
What I've heard about that movie makes me interested to see it, and yet I've not watched the trailer, but I love Demi Moore and look forward to watching it for sure.
Oh, Demi Moore's in it. Weird.
Yeah.
I thought she had no more career.
As I recall, it was a horror film. Gonna be saw Green Day play Dookie and American Idiot in its entirety a couple weeks ago. It was amazing. Wow. Dude, I'm so jealous of you. Like, I have seen Green Day in concert, and it was like top 3 best shows I've ever seen in my life. They're so fucking great live. I spent so much money going to various Blink concerts this year that I couldn't afford to go because they're doing a stadium tour, which I don't like it because they go to baseball parks and it's too big and everything's too far from the stage. But I'm happy for them that they're doing that. And I wish I could have seen that. I bet that was an awesome show. Anytime you go see Green Day, you get your money's worth, dude. They play like 27 songs every show. It's amazing.
That one, I don't think he fucking ages, dude.
No, man, he looks great.
Yeah,
he looks great. Wild Willie says, "Hope when evil lurks, Barbarian Cobweb is on the list." When evil lurks, oh fuck, I forgot about that one. I forgot to add that one to the thing, but Barbarian is on there. I don't think I put Cobweb on there. I know Jay hasn't seen Cobweb yet.
No, but I do know that on Amazon Prime, the Trap movie is available tonight.
Oh, I thought you watched that.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh, okay. You should watch it. It's dude. It's not perfect, but
it's
good M. Night Shyamalan.
We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it tonight. My wife April and I are after we're done.
The Bonk is a new member. Welcome to us, the Bonk. Come to me.
Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say I was also wondering, Bonk, was that your profile pic's like a fucked up Woody from Toy Story
with a mustache?
I like it.
All right, let's get into the tier list.
Let's do it.
You guys want to get into this fucking tier list?
Let's tear
Look, who am
I?
Let's just jump into it.
I don't know.
You know that Philip DeFranco guy? So let's just jump into it.
Oh, that yeah. You know what? Good for him for lasting as long as he has on the tube of news.
He does dude, because sometimes I watch it because it'll pop up on my feed and he'll have some scandalous shit to talk about. The Philip DeFranco show.
Yeah.
But every time I turn it on, I'm like, oh God, man. He looks like I'm kind of worried about him a little bit, but he's like, yeah, let's just jump into it.
I think Phil, listen, dude, I haven't watched a video of his since like 2014. I actually forgot about him until you just mentioned him.
He does a good job. I mean, obviously he's but it was weird. Okay, so
what's that I smell? If he's out in the sun too long, it's like, what's that I smell? Burning plastic? Oh no, he's just getting a tan.
Oh, you guys know how we do the list. This is how we do the list. We got All Timer, Almost Touches the Sun, Pretty Rad, Fuckable, or Sucks My Butt, Steve. Starting with, I know that there's some on here Jay hasn't seen. I'm going to start with some for sure that he has. So let's start with Prey. These are movies from 2020 and beyond.
Okay, well, I know this is gonna piss off people right away. I don't think this is a bad movie at all, and I think it was a good entry into the Predator lore, but I think it's fuckable at best. I never thought it was like they literally made this like on the same level of like the Arnie Predator movie, and it's not.
Yeah.
It was better than AVP 1 and 2. But to say it even comes close to the original Arnie film is absolute fucking hashish giggle bush insane.
That's crazy talk.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. Actually, there's no need to even go to a vote on that one. I'm sure you expected it, but to me,
I thought you might have liked it a little bit more.
No, dude, Prey is extremely overrated to me. I will never understand the praise this movie gets. I think the CGI was terrible. I think the story was haphazard. I think it was fine. It was literally the definition of fine. It was a Hulu released Predator movie, and that was it. I'll never understand why people love it the way they do. So you guys are going to disagree with Jay and I on this, but I think fuckable is exactly where Prey belongs.
So,
and that's where we stick
it's not
it.
Steve's asshole.
No, it's not that bad. I mean, you could make an argument for Pretty Rad, I think, but not today. Host, a movie that came out during COVID, based on Zoom. Jay and I watched the entire thing on YouTube together just to see Jay's real-time jump scare reactions and had a great time with it. For me, Host is pretty rad, dude. It was a movie they made in a time when nobody was making movies, and it was a fucking ride. I think it was a fun ride.
I put it pretty rad too. I had fun with it. I thought it was like an interesting concept, and it kind of reminded me of the Unfriended thing, which I did like.
Yeah, it did remind me of Unfriended for sure. And it was quick, dude. The best part about Host was it was like an hour and 20 minutes long tops.
Yeah.
It was so easy to watch. This fly loves my shit.
Stop putting it on the floor.
I can't. It's in my pants. I shit my pants earlier. Alien Romulus just came out. This is an interesting one. And by the way, I let the Patreons today vote on the tier list. It was either going to be this or Alien, RoboCop, Predator, Terminator tier list, or a couple other things.
Yeah.
They voted for the 2020s movies, so thank you, Patreons, for that.
Yeah,
but Alien Romulus, dude, I'm thinking it's an almost touches the sun for me personally.
I'm right there with you. Let's touch it together with our wiener tips.
Can you feel it? Can you?
Because listen, you guys can't argue. Like, listen, Alien Romulus was so good because there was multiple layers of reasons of why this movie was good. It captured the feel of the original Ridley Scott film. It also captured a lot of James Cameron's like touches on the film as well. But it made it its own. Yeah, dude. And think about it too. Like after Aliens, you get Alien 3, awful. Alien 4, way fucking worse. Like, holy shit, I didn't know she was dying of diabetes type of situation. Then you get to Prometheus, like, oh, she got a little bit better. And then you get to Covenant, it was like, oh, but she went right back to eating Twinkies. Now you get to Romulus, it's like, thank God she turned it around. I don't know, you know what I mean? I feel like Romulus is like, it's Alien, oh no, it's Aliens for me, Alien, Romulus. So it's almost touches the sun.
I put Prometheus right before it, but I still think it's amazing. It's almost touches the sun. I like that
analogy.
Risto said, "Let us gingerly touch our tips." Remember from Role Models? Let us gingerly touch our tips.
Also quietly.
All right, we're in agreement so far. We haven't had to go to a single vote. How about old Mathregan?
Go. I will have to abstain.
Oh, you didn't see? Oh,
I didn't know. I didn't watch Megan.
Megan is, and I don't mean the doll, because that would sound weird. Megan is never going to get higher than fuckable on my list. This was a movie that everything entertaining about it, and I mean everything entertaining about it, was in the trailer. To be fair, it was a really good trailer. When she's dancing around with that fucking switch stick or whatever, it was great. But the positive reviews this shit got, Universal sold the entire movie in the trailer, and apart from that, it was just a haphazard, like, oh, it's PG-13, whatever, typical Blumhouse horse shit. Yeah. It just happened to be a cool doll and a neat idea that had someone else with nutsack done it. Could have been special, but it's fuckable.
Yeah, I'll bet the inner circles they call it Megan. They don't even call it Megan. Like,
I call it
Megan.
I go with Mathregan. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. We're going to continue to piss people off, I feel like, with this vote.
I like this movie. I love it a fucking lot, dude. I'm flirting right now between the rads of Pretty and Sun That Touches Almost. I think for me, you know what? I'm going to put it somewhere where you don't talk about things where it goes, but I'm going to put it in the Sun That Almost Touches.
Give it to me, Steve.
Because you have to understand, it's been a long goddamn time since the Church of Leatherface has been open and the gospel was singing loudly in the summer sun. And this is the one that did it. This is the one that brought it back and said, hey, you know what? We're still badass. We're still good. The only negative thing about that was that fucking rip-off Jamie Lee Curtis chick from the original Texas Chainsaw that they tried so hard to make a believable character. Everything else about this movie, though, fucking glorious. And I love the subtlety, too. They were making fun of that woke culture shit, too. And they did it in such a way that it was, like, funny, but it was also not, like, beating your head over. But it wasn't even that. It was, I love it. The guy that played Leatherface was great. The music was great. The setting was awesome. The idea behind it was good. I don't know, man. Like, everything about this movie is fucking, like, badass.
I'm just gonna put it in there because I completely agree with everything. There's nothing to add to that. You're completely right, and people just completely misunderstood how great this movie was. In my
By the way, I will point because I'm gonna point out, dude. I literally watched that movie and I turned around and I rewatched it. I haven't done that. There's very few movies I've ever done that with, like where I was finished watching it and I literally turned around and watched it again.
Yeah, it's very rewatchable. It's quick. It's a lot of gore. It's a lot of good action. There's a massacre in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie for once, which is beautiful. Don't Breathe 2. Don't feel that way.
I don't think I don't remember it. If I don't remember it.
Well, I'm going to say that you don't need to because I think this movie, and again, this is Fede Alvarez produced. He directed the first one, did not direct this one. I think this movie was a huge miss, in my opinion. I know some people like it, but listen, dude, they took this guy who was literally turkey basting his own cum into women in his basement, and they tried to turn him into a fucking superhero. They made him the good guy of the film. They wanted you to feel bad for him, and the movie was just drab and it wasn't entertaining. And I hated it. It's a fuckable for me, and I'd consider put it in Steve's asshole, but it was a competently made film, so I won't do that.
It's so crazy to think, like, and I would have been fine with that. That dude was going to be Cable.
He would have been great. Michael Lang.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Stephen Lang.
Brolin was great, but Lang could have pulled it off, dude. Like, Lang really could have done that fucking role, too.
There's a turkey time. Turkey time. I know, Jay, did you ever watch In Violent Nature?
No, I don't watch violent films.
That's fair. That's fair. It ruins his church time, which is important. Those are important.
I got to watch Billy Swaggart.
Yeah. Listen, In Violent Nature's movie, it's dude, 100%. This is a controversial movie. I feel like people either hate it or they love it. If you followed the marketing for the movie, you knew it was going to be a video game-ish. This guy just silently walking through the woods and coming up on people and killing them. So I feel like if you knew that going into the movie, you could enjoy it for what it was. Some people didn't, so they absolutely loathe it. I feel like it did get boring at times, but it was a very ASMR type of movie. I had a good time watching it. It had amazing kills in it. I love the Jason-esqueness to it. I love the nature feel of it for sure. I think it was a really cool idea for a movie. I think they mostly did a good job, but the ending is one of the worst endings in horror film history. So that puts this movie at a very, 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 very strong. I want to put it in pretty rad. I can't. It's probably going to be the best fuckable movie on this list. That's why I put it in.
Well, he looks like he's like a killer, like like a Chernobyl movie, and you're like he just stalks people in the fucking woods.
It's an old fireman's mask, and again, dude, the story to it's really cool. Like they have this badass slasher background to it. There's great kills. It's just the ending and the pacing just kind of kills it. But it's still great. I mean, I'm not great, but I think it's a good thing. I'm glad they're making more movies. I enjoyed the movie, but I just can't in good conscience make it pretty rad, although I want to in my car.
Yeah,
Saw 10. I have different opinions about this than most do.
Oh yeah, you know what? I liked it. I did like this movie quite a bit. I liked the idea of what they were going for in this. I liked and again, this is one of those movies that I know for us anyway, I know that people are going to be mad about it because we had radically different opinions than the majority of people that watched this movie, but I did enjoy the fact that they were trying to go in a different direction and kind of give it new life. That's not going to exclusively rely on Tobin Bell, which is what you have to fucking do if this franchise is to move forward and survive without Tobin Bell. I think it's pretty rad, to be fair. It's not Touches the Sun, but it's pretty rad. In my opinion, I think it does a good job of setting up future films without Tobin Bell if they go that route. But
and I'm not putting this to a vote because I know exactly what will happen. My personal vote, if it were just my personal list, I would put it in fuckable. But I know 100% that I'm in the minority on this, and everybody likes this movie a lot more than I did. I thought it was serviceable. I thought it was good. It was a good Saw film.
I thought you liked this.
I liked it fine. but I just thought it was really, really like overpraised. I felt like Tobin Bell and that shit was good, but I just I didn't feel like they did anything that great new with it. I had a lot of problems with the movie itself, but people love it, and I get it, and I know what a vote would go to, so I think Pretty Rad's fair.
Yeah,
sure.
And it's not even about like I just feel like that they kind of were trying to be like, okay, well, this is what would happen to the franchise if Tobin Bell wasn't a part of it, which again you have to do. It can't just always be Tobin Bell. Because at the end of the day, he's getting up there in age, and even they're going to be like, "Hey, we're running out of money. We can't keep paying Tobin's fucking buffet at the Golden Corral bill."
He was the best part about the movie.
His story was the best part. Well, Tobin Bell's also a great actor, but you just can't like Robert Englund is the best part of fucking the Freddy Krueger films.
Yeah, like going back and focusing on Tobin Bell was beautiful for that. That's exactly what it needed, and it was a decent sequel for sure. The Black Phone. This is going to piss people's nutsacks off.
Wow, dude!
Because people love this movie, and you and I do not.
I know. Like I would literally pee on this if it was floating down a sewer pipe. I'd be like, yeah, there's a piece of shit. I honest to God, dude. I didn't give a fuck about this movie. Like I really didn't. I don't think it's a bad movie, but there are 100 times better movies than this that are almost kind of like it. Maybe not 100 movies like it, but there are several movies that did it better than what they were doing. I think it's an overhyped piece of shit. Dude, I don't know why people jumped on this. It was like a fucking trend on TikTok or something. It's like, hey, let's all lick a toilet seat, and then everybody did it. They didn't even know why they were doing it.
I didn't even get my $10 certificate.
It's like it's trending. It's like, dude, like anyway, dude. I'll put it at fuckable, but I would even go lower than that. But we're running. I don't want to. I don't think it sucks so bad that you shouldn't watch it if you like these kind of movies. But dude, it's not that great of a fucking movie.
I think it's absolutely the definition of a fuckable movie. I agree with you. I don't even think it's bad, dude. What I think is that it was just overhyped so bad. And this is one of the very few movies that I got to go see the pre-screening. I think me and Katie drove to like Cincinnati to see like an early screening of this, and I saw all the festival reactions or whatever. I saw the trailers. The trailers were really good, and then it turned out to be another Universal Blumhouse film where they literally just gave the entire movie in the trailer. Every single good scene of this movie was in the trailer. Technically, that's not the movie's fault, right? But for an experience, it really did damn it. Ethan Hawke was great, but to me, and they went and did that Stranger Things thing where like the kids were using the phone and teaching them how to do like fight moves, and I was like, oh my god, this is corny as shit. But apart from that, I thought it was good as like a really bleak Law and Order type of this dude's like doing these awful things to kids. And Ethan Hawke was great, but that was all I had for me.
Like Ethan Hawke playing the role that he played, and this particular picture, as far as like his costume, he'd be a great Batman villain in an Arkham game. But, yes. but I feel like that's the extent of how far they wanted to. Like the villain, it felt vanilla as fuck, dude. It felt like they were scared to pull the trigger. In a lot of ways. Like if I wanted to watch a film that actually that pushes the boundary and is like, you know what, we are here to tell a fucking violent, really disturbing story, I'll watch The House That Jack Built. That's the second time I brought it up today, but that's exactly what I feel like they were trying to talk about in this movie, and they didn't have the balls to do it because the production company, in this case Blumhouse, were like, we're not going to be associated with that kind of shit.
And don't get me wrong, like I didn't want to see the grabber like hurt these kids or whatever. Like I didn't want to have to see that.
No, it's not about like not wanting to see it, but if you're going to go the route they were going for and show us that guy, then be honest. If you're going to argue in good faith, don't give me some bullshit and say, hey, I'm going to pull it away from you and say, but actually he's misunderstood. Fuck you. Just don't make the movie then.
And to me, it felt ballless. It felt nut-sackless, for sure. We both agree. Did you see Old? M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah, no, I did. I think at most, again, I knew this was going to happen because I kind of scanned a little bit of the list. It's fuckable.
It really is. That's just the definition.
Like it literally is. Like it was like if you could have this on the background while you're cleaning your house, and you might be like, oh. Anyway, back to cleaning. Nothing in this movie is really like, it doesn't scream amazing or original or like captivating. It's kind of cool, I guess, but I would be very mad if someone was like back in the day when things there weren't streaming, so you had to go to a place called Blockbuster or Hollywood Video and you had to rent movies. But if you had to go and rent, like imagine you had a Halloween horror party and your job was to go out and rent some horror films so that everyone can have a good time, and you pick this fucking thing and people were like, dude, you fucking kind of suck, dude. But you gotta like research this a little bit more. This is kind of boring, and there's some moments in it that's kind of like cool, but otherwise it's kind of like fuck it.
Yeah, like it's the definition of a one-time watcher. Like you watch it one time and you have a pretty good time with it. Like it's interesting. Oh my God, where's this gonna go? Oh my God, I feel for this character. Oh, the ending was sort of interesting or whatever, how they wrapped it up. But it is a movie I will never ever need to watch again.
Never,
like ever. So it's fuckable. I mean,
at the best, it feels like something that it honestly it feels like something that Stephen King like a throwaway short story.
Oh my God, it really does. Yeah. And it's not bad. It's again.
No, I would totally, if this was like. If they ever did like an anthology of Stephen King films, well, not Stephen King films, but Stephen King short stories that they were making into movies, and they put that on there, like Nightmares and Dreamscapes was a novel that Stephen King did years ago that was like a collection of short stories that were like this, I would totally watch it. I'd be like, that's fucking awesome. That was cool. But as far as a full length hour and a half plus movie, no.
Yeah, it was fine. You know, it was just fine. And people hated on it like it was the worst thing ever because it's Shyamalan and people love to hate. If Shyamalan doesn't produce a movie that absolutely ruins people's
I knew about that.
They're always like, it's total dog shit. And I think that's unfair. I think creating a fuckable movie as an original project that he wrote and put the money behind and stuff, I think that's pretty good. Like that's solid. You know what I mean? But it just didn't really cross over.
Hey, we just cracked the 300 mark. We like to see it. Welcome in. Come on in here.
Blessed are they who come to my supper.
It's fine.
Long Legs. Please tell me actually that you haven't seen this yet.
No, I have not.
Okay, that's good because
it's available on Amazon.
No, it's on digital now. And what I want to do, dude, if you don't mind holding off watching it for a little while.
I am not planning on it. Yeah.
I want to make this because I think it would be an amazing commentary. I want to make this an in-person commentary that we put on Patreon. I want to watch it with you your first time.
Okay.
I've already I'll buy the movie and we'll watch it together. But I thought it was great. Overhyped, absolutely. But that's weird for this.
Can we do? I never asked. Can we do a Patreon watch along live?
No, because you can't show the movie even on Patreon. You can't. But here's the thing about this movie. Was it overhyped? Yes. That's not the movie's fault. Again, just like, the trailer and shit like that. The people seeing it at conventions, or not conventions, but festivals and stuff, overhyped it, and they let it up. They blew it up too much to where a lot of people didn't have a good time with it because they expected to be really, really scared. Because motherfuckers were saying this was the scariest movie of the decade, which is not true. Here's the thing about this movie, though. Had you been a 90s kid like us, skimming across HBO, Skinamax in the middle of the night, and this movie came on, it would have been really scary to you. Absolutely. But going into it knowing you're supposed to be scared, it didn't live up to those expectations. But it's a good Seven-esque. If a Satanist made a Seven movie, it would be this movie.
I'm not gonna watch that, Mike.
No, it doesn't like some people were mad about that too. It doesn't like hail Satan literally.
No, but here's my question: is Nicolas Cage good in it?
Fucking amazing, dude.
Well,
fucking amazing.
That's all I care about.
But he's still Nicolas Cage. I think people thought they were going to see Hannibal Lecter for the first time. Not knowing how great Anthony Hopkins was, but you knew it's Nicolas Cage. You know his cadences of his voice. So some people were underwhelmed with it, and I understand that. I just think it's a really fucking great movie.
Is it it's made by Neon Pictures?
Yeah, and Osgood Perkins, who did Black Coat's Daughter.
Yeah,
Gretel.
Yeah, I saw what was it called? The Demon Slayer. I don't know what it was called. It was a Neon Picture. It was like a girl that like worked inside of a morgue or something, or like her friend. It was Neon Pictures. It was like a weird artsy fartsy movie.
I think you might be thinking of the Black Coat's Daughter. That was
maybe
but
I don't know. But yeah, So I saw it. It's available to rent or whatever. I haven't. The only thing I'm gonna rent tonight is Trap. That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, save it, dude, and we'll watch it together for the first time because I'd like to. But Cage's performance is weird because it is scary, but it's also hilarious. Like you'll laugh your ass off at it, but like from a different perspective, it's
so before you put it, where would you rank it though? Like as far as like 1 to 10.
I believe it's an 8.5 for me.
An 8.5 because of why? Is it Nicolas Cage or is it the movie?
The movie's great and Nicolas Cage is great. It's a cool FBI mystery detective. Also,
Is that woman on the cover? Is she a protagonist?
Yeah, Micah Monroe.
I don't watch women that are protagonists.
Oh,
so
that's
we're gonna
fair.
move back. I don't
understand
watch
that. I don't blame you for that, honestly. But yeah, for me, it's gonna be Almost Touches the Sun.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, it's good. You will enjoy it. I promise you this. How about a little bit of Evil Dead Rise?
I actually just watched this recently again. Man, I feel like Evil Dead Rise. I like that the fact that it took it out of the cabin in the woods thing and it did its own thing, and it was interesting to showcase a different Necronomicon, because there's 3 Necronomicons, and they actually did reference that, and they talked about the fact that in Army of Darkness with Ash Williams, you do see 3 different Necronomicons. They're all slightly different. They all have the different powers, and they do different things. So in this one, it's the 2nd Necronomicon. So that means in the 3rd one, we'll have a 3rd one. But anyway, I liked the first half of this movie quite a bit. I thought the first half was very strong. I liked the setting. It was very claustrophobic, and there was like a sense of dread about it. After a while, though, when they do like the fucking Power Ranger build up, the Transformer shit, when hey, come inside my vagina, let me make a different creature. I kind of got like over it, because I feel like
I do every night.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of got not predictable, just kind of boring. But I still liked it for the most part. I feel like the acting was still good. I feel like the chemistry between the actors were pretty good. I personally would put this at pretty rad. I don't think it's worse than that. I don't think it's better than that. I think it's pretty rad just because it was different than what had come before. I know that some people would say it might be better because it was different, but I don't know, man. I think that you could have a different setting and still be a shitty movie. I feel like, and again, she's the main character in this movie. Mommy loves you. She's great, but at the same time, I feel like there's parts of this movie that are just like they're not even just predictable, dude. They're corny, they're cheesy, and not in a good way, not in the Bruce Campbell way. Just kind of just like on the nose cheesy. And also, I feel like this movie was a victim, 100% a victim of bad marketing, because I feel like they showed a shit ton of things in this movie.
Well, it's weird for this movie. Like, if Evil Dead never existed as a franchise and this movie just randomly came out, I feel like it would probably be closer to Almost Touches the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
As time has gone on, the first time I watched this, it would have been Almost Touches the Sun. Upon rewatch, I did notice some problems I didn't see the first time. It's a little darker than I would have liked. Not thematically, but like literally darker.
You can't see shit.
Yeah, didn't really go there. Like, I think after it did have the unfair task of following Fede Alvarez's 2013 Evil Dead movie. But I felt like there was moments where they could have really gone there and they didn't. And it was pretty simple how it all laid out. I think pretty rad with this is one of those movies that like it was almost touches the sun, but I'm going to go pretty rad, but it's pretty close. I mean, I do like it better than probably both Host and Saw 10 personally, but
I look at it like this. I feel like the idea that they did change venues when where they shot the movie, and it wasn't just the same old humdrum, I'm in the forest, this is a cabin, the Necronomicon was red, I gotta protect my ass from demon infestation, was neat, but that can't be enough to put it above everything else just because they changed where it was at. And I mean, there are good moments about it, and I do appreciate those moments, but at the end of the day, dude, like I don't know what I think marketing killed this movie. I think marketing, again, was like you showed like not only the overhype, the marketing itself showed way too many fucking moments in this movie that could have been great as surprise.
Yeah, I didn't feel that way that much about this one as the other ones, but that is fair. Like that's not an incorrect statement, I would say. But yeah, I think it's pretty rad, but it has essence of Almost Touches the Sun for sure.
I can see several movies coming up that I have not seen at all. So
I'm gonna
go take a tinkle now.
Oh, I gotta pee.
Well, I can't. I don't know any of these.
Said
movies.
It first. All right, I'll go through some of these while you're peeing. European, because he's European. Get it? No, J Saw X. So I'll wait on that one. Mia Goth, put your sex face away for a second. All right, just hold on. I still don't think Jay saw The Exorcist Believer. This one goes in Steve's butt. Steve's butt's empty. It's hungry. It needs some love. It needs someone to spend the nights with. And yeah, The Exorcist Believer, the first half of this movie, not that bad at all. I was actually pleasantly surprised. I was like, they kind of got the tone. I'm in for something serious. And then, my God, did it fall off a fucking cliff face first, like that scene in Hot Rod where he just keeps rolling down a cliff. The second half of this movie was fucking panty waste. It was so terrible. That awful like group exorcism where they're just standing around like hama hama hey hey oh yeah hey hey. I don't have any idea how to end this movie. We have no idea how to write this movie. So let's just bring everyone who does exorcism shit and just do a spin around to the camera. Absolutely atrocious. How dare you spend that much money to get The Exorcist and then throw out that turd? We'll see what Mike Flanagan does next, but it goes in Steve's ass. The Menu, I don't think Jay saw. This is oh man, like I had a good time watching it. It's an original film, had an interesting story to it, interesting characters for sure. Nothing terribly wrong with it whatsoever, but just honestly, nothing I see the need to ever watch again. I think it's sort of the definition of a really well-made fuckable movie. So that's and especially at the times where we've got some pretty good movies in there, like Prey and Most Violent Nature. The Menu is not bad by any means, just not interesting enough to really put it anywhere else other than the fuckable category. Jay didn't see Beast. I might make people wrong with this. I like The Menu. I really did. I may make people wrong. What the hell? I may make people upset with me about this. I absolutely fucking had a blast with this movie. This was a fly-by-night. No one's going to give a shit about it. You randomly go to the movie theater to watch a movie. You don't think it's going to be worth a shit at all. And then I watch Idris Elba, who's a fucking forever underrated actor. He's literally, thank you, one of the best actors working in the business right now. I don't know why he's not bigger than he is, and he's still pretty big. But I love Idris Elba. And this movie, it's basically him and his kids against some lions. And super simple premise, but my God, did they film a fucking ride out of this. I had so much fun watching this. It scared me. It was entertaining. I had a fucking blast with Beast. I don't know why it's not more beloved. Had some unrealistic elements for sure. But man, what a ride. I can't wait to watch this one again. It's pretty rad for me. Easily pretty rad. And I would consider Almost Touches the Sun. I would, John.
Good stuff, McGruff.
Yeah, now I gotta pee, all right? So do you want to catch up on the
yeah, I don't know any of these.
No, there's more. There's more.
Okay.
Hang on, let me see.
Where do we go from here?
I think actually hang on. Where are you, chat? Okay. No, I think we're actually pretty caught up with the chat too. Gary B said, "Don't need to discuss these films. Imaginary Nights needs to go straight into Steve's butt," and they will. Spoiler alert: those films are fucking butt crust ass. And Jay, I know you haven't seen those. Trust me, you don't need to. You have saved yourself about 3 hours of absolute haberdashery booty crack with those. And okay, I think we're actually caught up in the chat. So just give me a sec. I'll be right back. I gotta wet my whistle.
Well, I guess we'll just fucking talk then.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
I'm not on film, so I'm just gonna go ahead and. You weren't even gonna stop me. Where was my warning? What if I did? What if I whipped it out right there?
I literally was gonna. I have control now. I have power on this side. I can actually change things, but I didn't. Can you guys see me? You guys hear me? I don't know. I can't. I don't know. He muted something. Guardian says, "Grab the tweezers." If you only knew. Hello. Can you guys hear? I don't know if you guys are. I don't know. All right. Thank you. There's a delay or some shit. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Talk to me. Okay, I will, Egg. Jay, your room is awesome. Thank you, dude. Listen, man. Mike's supposed to come over at some point with a camera, and it's not just to film me in the bathroom or anything like that. It's actually to film to show you guys like a complete. I can't do it in here with this like webcam. It'll look like trash. But I got some cool shit set up, dude. I don't know. It is what it be. But hey, Matt, hold on. What? There was somebody asked something straight. Hold on. I don't know. What the fuck? Why do I get mad? Okay, wait a minute. Rock Music Forever 90 says, Jay, is Alex Garland's Men in Civil War on the last? I don't know what that means, dude. I don't know what that means, dude. I don't know. Carla says, I got a lot of figures too. Dude, I know. Like, it got, like, listen, when I was like unpacking the shit and I'm like putting it up on the wall, I'm like, dude, for reals, this is a problem. Like, this is like, you've gone too far with your shit. So got to get it out of here. It's embarrassing. I didn't, but it was embarrassing. But I got a lot of stuff, dude. A fuck ton of. So behind me are Matty collectors. You guys can't see them all, but most of that shit over there, the Matty collector Ghostbuster stuff, love that shit. Some good stuff right there. Quit collecting. I never got the rookie for the Ghostbusters line. I don't know why. I just quit. And then over here, I don't know. Some of you guys might know. This is all? I feel like a goddamn weatherman. Over here, we have a long line of thunderstorms coming into the southeast. It looks like a big fucking storm. So get to cover. But no, right here is the Marvel Select figures, and then I have the. These are Hellraiser real REEL toys. That scared the fuck out of me.
I was gonna scream, but
I wasn't expecting it. But no, but those are real toys. The Hellraiser stuff. But what's gonna be really fun at some point, and I haven't done it yet because I thought about doing it because I have like again I'm trying to get rid of some of this shit just because I don't have the room, and also like I don't collect. I don't really collect much of this stuff anymore at all. We're going to do a comic book. I have like 17 and a half long boxes of comic books that Mike and I are going to like go through and start looking at value for, and we're going to film it for Patreon at some point. I mean, I'm talking about like throwing it all on the floor, going through it, like
fucking on top of it.
So, yeah, like get fucking all that good shit. Like there's going to be like Take My Breath Away music playing in the background somewhere. But anyway. Yeah, it will be fun though. Like that'll be a cool thing.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to do that because it's gonna feel like we were kids again.
That's why I'm doing. That's what I'm excited for. It's just like
yeah.
I mean, Michael's like, hey man, if you want to, I'm not saying you have to, but it's not gay. If you want to bring up the Castle Grayskull, out here with E-Man.
Yeah, Jay was like, "No, I'll split the profits with you." I was like, "No, dude, I just want to do it for fun. Like, let's do it together and like we could even film it and like show them off because I bet there's some fun."
Dude, I mean, there's some good stuff in there. I knew that I saw some stuff and then I'm like, "Oh wow, that looks like I think it's going for a pretty decent price." And like again, this isn't stuff I bought recently. This is stuff I collected comic books. I think I stopped. I think the last comic book I actually like collected was I was like 16. So, and that's when I quit doing it. Like I used to have a subscription to like Avengers, Fantastic Four, Captain America, like all like back in the 90s. And yeah, so I've had this stuff for a long fucking time, dude, a long time. And I just never got rid of it. More so like sentimental reasons, but also because I don't know, I didn't really have the time to look at all that shit up.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun ass day. There's no doubt about that. Did you see Nope with Jordan Peele yet?
Nope.
I see what you did there.
I really haven't seen it. You know why? Because I was like, Jordan Peele lost me a long time ago.
It's because he's black, isn't it?
First off, why don't you just not reveal my personal life to the whole audience? No. Like I think I don't know if that. I 100% there are probably like, of course that's the reason why. No,
that's how the internet works. That's how the internet works.
Well, that's how the fucking small bubble called the internet works. I think everyone in the world really thinks that way.
What I should have done, dude. What I should have done is, I literally should have been. It's because he's black, isn't it?
No, dude, do it again. Do it again.
It's because he's black, isn't it?
No, I'm kidding. No, but I mean, no, but it really is one of those moments. Like, it really is stupid. No, I didn't see it. I think that Jordan Peele, while a decent director, is also an overrated fucking director. I mean, let's be real. It has nothing to do with the skin color. I think it's cool that he was a comedic guy. He came up and he did some cool horror stuff, but not every movie that he does is going to be fucking fantastical. And this movie looked like shit to me. That's also the reason why I didn't want to watch it.
See, I was like full on giant boner ready for this movie. I loved Get Out. I thought Us was really overrated. Yeah. I thought Us was really overrated supremely. I never felt the need to even go back and watch it a second time. Not bad, just the definition of a fucking movie for me was Us. And then Nope came out, and it's right in my wheelhouse. Like, I love aliens. I really love the fact that he makes original horror films, and he, much like Shyamalan, swings for the fences. So just like Shyamalan, when he puts something out, I am there day one. I can't wait to see it. But That being said, even though this is right in my wheelhouse, man, I felt like he missed an opportunity. He did what Shyamalan sometimes does, in that he had a great idea for a movie that he could have made really scary and really fun and really interesting. And he had just too much pressure on his shoulders, and he tried to make it something he wasn't. He tried to go like he tried to blow minds when you could have blown minds by just keeping it a little simpler. And he tried to do too much at once. That being said, the dude from The Crow, the bad guy from The Crow, is in this. He's great. The main dude, Daniel Kaluuya, is great in this. There's so many things to like about this movie. One scene in particular where the UFO is above the house and there's blood raining everywhere is one of the coolest scenes in cinema in the past 20 years, for sure. That being said, the movie is fuckable. It's almost pretty rad. Like, it almost is. There's some really good UFO shit in there, but they really fucked it up at the end when they took the UFO and it turns into this giant jellyfish, like parachute jellyfish thing. And like, I'm like, what are we even doing? It just sucked the wind right out of the room. And to be honest with you, we're being pretty critical tonight of movies. Like, we're pretty hard.
Well, no, it's not. It's just being honest and fair. I mean, we're not Grace Randolph around here, but I'm at the end of the day, I'm just telling you, like, it looked to me like something that could have gone to Netflix and that would have been it.
No, it was cinematic. Like, it had all the trappings of a great cinematic movie. I just think they missed the mark in the end. But I mean, what I'm saying is there's several movies in the fuckable category, specifically Violent Nature, and The Menu, and Nope, that could possibly be pretty rad. We're just being a little bit more.
Well, I mean, I think if I were coming into the stream and I said pretty rad or fuckable, if I saw a fuckable film, I'd still watch it. Just because, I think that, to me, right, fuckable is like a C minus to a D plus. You know, that shit's passable.
Yeah. And this would be on the side of C minus for sure. Like, this is a watchable movie, no doubt about it. So I get everything on here so far. Let's see. So Jay's gonna watch Trap tonight, so I will keep this totally spoiler free for you. Trap for me it's oh man, this is really tough because we've been so discerning tonight. Like,
you know why I'm excited about it? Because it takes place at a concert, which I fucking hate concerts. I mean, I just do. I don't care. I know it is what it is. No, I like concerts when it's not me in the concert. Like, I'm not there, like, trying to, like, you know, maneuver and navigate where to get a fucking drink and where I'm supposed to go stand or where my goddamn seat is, as it was with the Creed concert that I just recently attended. What I like about this is the fact that I like that it's Josh Hartnett, which I haven't seen him in a hot minute. I missed you, where, you know, you were my Valentine for a long time. And now you came back. I like the idea. The idea is solid. I just, for me, you know what? I feel like I'll give this a pre-rating. I feel like it's going to be pretty rad.
That's where I put it personally. And I'm going to catch shit for saying that above some of these other movies, because some people don't feel that way about this film. Oh. But for the exact reasons you said, dude, to watch Josh Hartnett, who I love as an actor, on the screen for an hour and a half, do his thing and really be a really good actor, and even choose some scenery at moments in a really fun way. That Shyamalan does some really unbelievable. There's certain scenes in this where it's almost laughable how much you have to let like believability escape you, for sure. Yeah. A lot of people give him shit in this because they think he tried to focus on his daughter in the movie too much. And he may be a little bit guilty of that. I would be too if I was a film director, you know. I would have done the same thing.
In my actual daughter?
His daughter's in this. She's the girl. She's the singer at the concert that he's at. So he focuses on that a little more than some people would like, for sure. And there's a point in the third act where maybe he focuses way too much on her. That being said, he's maintained the entire time he promoted this film. This is both a concert film and a film in itself. So it intertwines.
Yeah.
But I really love M. Night Shyamalan. His shit's right up my alley, and I love Josh Hartnett, and I had a good time with this. In the very, very, very end of the movie, I was so hyped. I was like, yeah, I can't say anything about it, but I was like, that's cool shit. Like, I loved it. So for me, it's pretty rad, but I understand that many people will disagree.
Well, yeah, like, I don't feel like, I understand, like, if it's your daughter in the movie, like, you want to like give it, I don't know, but don't sacrifice the movie for that shit. That's dumb.
I didn't feel like he did, but a lot of people did.
Like, I would have focused on, because Josh Hartnett's the main guy, and the whole experience with his daughter, which she's at the I know that, and I only know that because of the trailers. I would have focused on the singer would be background noise. They're there to see the fucking concert for the singer. It'd be like, I don't know, but I don't know. I guess I'll find out tonight.
Yeah, you have to make your own choice on it. Did you see Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, I didn't watch that shit.
Good. You don't have to. And you know what? I'm going to take this, and I don't care what you people say about it. It's going to Steve's ass, because Steve's ass is lonely.
I had no desire to to watch that.
Fuckable's getting full. The only thing about this that makes me not want to put it in Steve's asshole is Matthew Lillard's performance in the movie is
God
so
damn, how does his dick taste every night?
But he's that great. He's that fucking great. And he's great in this movie as well. But my God, was this a vanilla, boring ass fucking children's movie to watch? And it made no fucking sense. You're going to let, I care so much about my niece or whatever. And like, but these creepy ass fucking Chuck E. Cheese creatures came to life, and I'm just gonna let her play with them. Like, it's so dumb, it's so ballless, it's so toothless. I get that fans of the franchise like it, and
was it rated R?
For the no, it's Blumhouse.
Oh my God, dude, that's so dumb.
Yeah, but absolutely pointless. Should have fucking been a straight to Hulu release. I think it was ass. I would never watch it again.
That's what. And again, I never watched. I'm sorry, I never played Five Nights at Freddy's. I'd seen a couple of YouTubers that had played it or whatever. I think Markiplier is like the most famous YouTuber that made his bones on Five Nights at Freddy videos. I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, he was already big as far as a YouTuber goes, but then he really became the mega superstar that he is now on YouTube after playing Five Nights at Freddy's. And I think him and PewDiePie both did the same thing. But dude, after watching certain footage of that and then the movie in the trailer, I'm like, this looks like some like soft ass pretzel bread shit. I thought, because the game itself is actually pretty scary. It could like potential with there to be actually freaky.
All CGI, terrible shit.
Yeah, weird.
You might as well just play the game. I mean, just play the game.
Yeah.
But again, for fans of that franchise seem to really enjoy what they did to the lore and things like that. I'm not a fan of the franchise. I don't know jack dick about it. So as a movie, for me, it sucks my butt, Steve.
Yeah. I don't see any of those. So
well, let's jump to one that you have seen.
What a horse
because Steve's asshole needs another buddy.
Yeah, like let's go ahead and warm up to Steve's asshole in the campfire with a crow to sing away the night, because goddamn, dude, you know what? I don't even want to talk about this movie of how bad it is. Like, this movie actually disgusts me on levels that I can't even imagine. The fact that this was greenlit by a studio head, that they actually thought this was a good idea to dishonor the memory of I mean, maybe that's a lot, like that's heavy to say that, but the fact Brandon Lee with Eric Draven is the Crow, like that's what it is. And unless you're going to bring that same type of respect and type of film, fuck you for even trying to play on the bones of Brandon Lee with Eric Draven. I think that someone mentioned that earlier before. They said something to the effect, it's like, well, actually Eric Draven was a lot like what he was in the comic. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Not this fucking overhyped 7-Eleven crackhead Joe that just happens to be in shape, that walks around in the rain and then meets a girl in the rehab center named Shelly. And then, dude, this whole movie is a fucking mess. This is literally like getting drunk and not remembering that you go to Waffle House.
I've had way better times at Waffle House, and I've seen people try to argue for this movie. I knew it would. I mentioned this like on Twitter like ages ago. I was like, I can't wait for actually it's not that bad, people, because from the first picture we saw of it, we knew what it was going to be, and that told us everything that we needed to know. The thing about this movie that gets me, dude, is I expected to hate it as an Eric Draven story, because as Alex Proyas, the director of the original Crow, said himself, he was like, the Crow is not just a movie. Brandon Lee died making that movie, and we finished that movie and put it out of respect for his legacy. And for them to take this, a story that would so easily, you could just change the name and do a sequel, fine. I knew it was going to be a terrible The Crow remake, for sure. Especially as soon as we saw that first face tatted image, for sure. But after we saw the movie, it's so embarrassingly bad just as a film in itself. Like, is it competent enough? If you sat back and you didn't know anything about a movie to watch it, sure, fine, whatever. But these are two characters who are, there's no reason to like them. There's no reason to like them, whatever. They're in a what do you call it?
Rehab center.
They're in a rehab center, which nothing wrong with that. I get it. Fine. We don't know anything about why. We don't know how they got there, whatever. And she makes goo-goo eyes at him, and he decides to fuck it all up. And then they go and they don't even get jobs. They live in some rich guy's apartment that she knows and lives a rich lifestyle, literally squatting in this dude's house. Yeah. And we're supposed to care about them. Halfway through the movie, he's like, I don't even know if I actually like her that much. And like, it fucks everything up. They never, ever, ever get into the Crow hunting people down for revenge. They never get there.
They get there, but they never follow through.
Well, he's forced into it. Like, someone will shoot a gun and he'll be like, oh my God, my ears. Like, he is never, ever. Eric Draven stalked people. He said scary, cool shit. you could feel his love for Shelley without ever needing to see their love story because you could see it in Brandon Lee's performance.
Yeah.
This movie did none of that. They showed us their love story for an hour and you still didn't give a fuck because they were both fucking just immeasurably uninteresting human beings. Terrible.
Well, this is a love story written by a 10th grader, like 100%. Yeah. That's what it was. And the guy's like, I hate my fucking self, bro, because death is all I want. I'm so dumb.
Because my horsey died when I was a fucking kid. That's weird. It.
Yeah. Well, listen, and the fact is, the Brandon Lee version of The Crow, Eric Draven, is like he embraced that side of himself. And Shelley was there, but Shelley was told through flashbacks that made it more dramatic and traumatic. When you were able to experience or see what happened to her, like you finally understand that she was raped. There was like a lot, like it was a lot more brutal, and the cityscape, there was like a very dreamscape value to the Brandon Lee Crow. This is literally like just fucking like a weirdo that like hangs out in at the fucking Vegas Strip and like sees like I don't know, man, like it was clean, it was.
Like you took my girl and I kind of liked her, dog.
This movie's dumb as shit, dude. Like this is like the origin story of Skrillex.
Like maybe I should like go and like try to avenge her or something. Like I don't know, because I kind of sort of liked her, dog.
Like watching Brandon Lee's The Crow is like watching an AC/DC concert, and then someone's like, "Hey, do you like Skrillex? I got free tickets."
Yeah. Merlin, we're talking about it so much because it's so obvious what's so shitty about it, and it blows my mind that people can't understand the simple fucking atrocities that this movie committed.
Also, Mike's doing me a favor because I haven't seen a lot of the other movies, so it'll be I won't be able to talk that much about.
It's the worst film in Sucks My Butt Steve so far, and that's saying a lot. Terrifier 2 is on this list as well. We did talk about that a little bit. What do you think?
Well, that's probably going to go to vote for me because I'll put this at fuckable, but I know you have it a lot higher.
We do have our first vote of the night. That is a fair statement that you have brought upon us this night.
But we have to be respectful of Merlin's time and his feelings.
Oh, love you, Merlin. It's all good, dude.
The lady in the water is going to retract its caliber. I love you, dude.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where people are like, it's not that bad. Like, dude,
no, I know.
Everything was in the trailer, and then even the shit that, like, every single cool part of the movie was in the trailer, and the cool parts that were in the trailer they actually expanded on were full of computer-enhanced CGI blood that was just embarrassing. That were tied into an opera music video. It was fucking trash, man.
And also, me and Mike, we have like ADD and shit. Like we could literally just all of a sudden pivot and turn the whole fucking stream and shitting on the Crow movie. Like we could literally just turn the whole fucking stream into shit.
I'm down. I'll do it right fucking now.
I swear to God, I would. I could take 3.5 hours just talking about how dog shit of a fucking movie The Crow 2024 is.
So I'm putting Terrifier 2 in the vote right now. I'm putting all Jay said fuckable, so I'm putting all of them in there from all timer to fuckable. I definitely go Almost Touches the Sun with Terrifier 2.
Wow,
I do.
Oh my God, dude! I did not think you were going to go that high.
I understand, like I get where you're coming from too, man. I think this movie is a movie I really didn't expect it to be great. Like I did.
The most I thought you were going to go up is pretty rad. Holy
I understand.
Shit.
I know, but like,
do you think this is as good as the first one?
It's better, way better than the first one, dude.
What?
Oh, easily. This is if the first one is Batman Begins, this is the Dark Knight in that echo chamber.
I feel like you like me in the face when I tried to give you the Mortal Kombat invite. No.
So like Terrifier 2, I fully expected not to be nearly this good. When I saw that running time, 2.5 hours, like you're crazy. I watched that movie. It's like a grindhouse. Oh, this is some fucked up wild shit, almost short filmish kind of level stuff. And they took this movie and they took every dime they got, unlike these fucking Winnie the Pooh fucking guys are doing. They took every dime of this and they put it into really trying to make a great film. And I feel like they created a new horror icon that's right up there. That's going to be, by when it's said and done, right up there with some of the greats. I think that Art's a great character. They gave it a great final girl. I even cared about the characters who died in the movie. Even the shitty girl that was doing like ecstasy and shit like that. The dude that got his dick ripped off. I was like, I even like them a little bit. Like they're fun to spend time with. I think the movie's fucking great, dude. I think they added amazing lore, and they just I cannot believe they made this movie as interesting as they did.
I think Terrifier 1 actually established Art as a newcomer on the the horror icon list. Not necessarily an icon. I don't think Art will ever be an icon anywhere close to like Freddy, Jason. He never will be. But he's a good like addition. I do
think they should have cut 15 minutes off the film, though. I do agree with that.
I would have cut the second half off, but I would have. But my personal opinion is, I think Art the Clown is like a little bit. And again, and I'm tired of having to say this before I even fucking preface it. He's below the creeper, and no, I don't support the fucking pedophile that he is.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? But you have to say that because, oh yeah, well, Jay likes that pedophile. No, that's not what it is.
That's what they say on the streets.
Yeah. We'll leave it on the streets.
That's what they say on the streets.
Yeah, which isn't. Yeah. What? Anyway, no. Yeah. Obviously, the guy that Victor Salva is a piece of trash. He's a piece of human garbage. And but from what I understand, he sold everything to the studio or whatever, so he doesn't own the creeper any longer. From what I understand, I don't know. I don't know.
It's a twist.
I don't know the legalities. I don't know anything. But I feel like Terrifier or Art the Clown ranks below the creeper. The creeper actually feels like he would be closer to that level of the olden school type of horror icons. But I mean, again, they did that with Art in one movie. Terrifier 2, I enjoyed it for what it was, but I fully think that it was a lot of like, let's just keep going, let's add shit in, let's keep doing this because I have more film. I don't know. At some point, you got to be like, less is more, Rich. Less is more. But either way, it's
Rich
cool.
I'll put it up. I put it up for a vote, so we'll see where that one lands. You did see this one because we reviewed it together during COVID. COVID memories. Spiral.
I was at fuckable, and even then I was like, yeah, I
am not fuckable.
I'm not a fan of this movie at all. Like, I mean, listen, I like that they were trying to do something different, and it was cool that Chris Rock came in and he was producing it, and he actually put money into it, and he was trying to get like this. I like that too. I like all the background shit that was going on. I think that was cool, and I think that's exactly what horror needs. But as far as a film itself, I feel like it was a fan film at best that did its best to try to do something different, but ultimately it never reached past fuckable.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that 100%. I didn't hate it by any means. It was cool they had Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Rock in a Saw movie. Like, who would ever thought that we'd see that? And they did a really good job with the detective stuff. Ultimately, not that great of a film overall. Fuckable's getting pretty full. And what we'll do,
I know,
but there's some questionable ones. There's some ones in Fuckable that really could be pretty rad for sure. So I think once that gets filled up, we will revisit some of this for sure. Thanksgiving.
I've never seen
Eli Ross. We did a commentary for
no,
it
we
together.
didn't. No, we did.
Watch it. You watched Thanksgiving with me.
Well, I forgot it was forgettable. So
dude, you're Patrick Dempsey. Remember, he has the earpiece on and he's talking to everybody when he's killing them.
Oh yeah,
we just watched it like 2 months ago.
Okay, well, now I remember. I mean, there's a lot of things.
Get your shit together, John.
I've been having listen. The 2020s for me has been a goddamn. I feel like I'm in a beautiful mind. I feel like I'm in a beautiful mind. A lot of things have been going on. It's like, you've been dropping off code at mailboxes that don't exist. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now. Okay. Thank you. Thanksgiving. It was.
I remember you were doing it quite a bit.
Because I like Patrick Dempsey because I think he's a handsome man. Yeah.
I'm gonna go pretty rad with this one myself, man. It's a great Scream-esque type of slasher that Eli Roth brought some meanness to. He brought some grit to. It was a fun ass, very rewatchable. I've seen it like 3 or 4 times now.
Okay, well I'll go there. That's fine. That makes sense.
I think pretty rad's easy. Like I know a lot of people didn't like it, but it wasn't just funny, but it had great slasher stuff to it. When the killer feeds the cat after he decapitates the guy was fucking great. I really enjoyed Thanksgiving a lot. Pretty rad's pretty easy for me for that one for sure. How about oh, I know you saw this one. How do you feel about the Candyman remake or whatever, requel, whatever?
That's how I feel about it.
Nah.
I would put it at fuckable.
Shut it!
I would put it at fuckable, and you're lucky to be there. Don't ever ask me if I didn't do any favors for you because I just gave you one. Otherwise, I would put you firmly in Steve's asshole, and you would live there. Because first, you cannot replace Tony Todd with the he could have done it. By the way, what really makes me mad about this fucking movie is that when you watch the movie, Tony Todd's in the goddamn movie as Candyman, and it works. It still seems like it works, but they wanted to do this whole fucking idea, this new iteration of Candyman. They wanted to okay, fine, cool. It was not even close to what the original Candyman was. It really wasn't. I'm sorry, I just didn't get it. And the fact that you go out of your way to get Tony Todd as Candyman. Not as Candyman, but to be a character I just feel like you're dumb. You're stupid. And this was like a pandering type of bullshit ass fucking movie and at a time where it was a movie that shouldn't have been doing, in my opinion, what it was doing. I don't know. I feel like for me it's a fuckable, but I could honestly put this movie in Sucks My Butt Steve, and I would have no problems doing that because I will never fucking watch this movie, and I will never consider this movie part of the Candyman legacy. I know I won't.
I am going to move to strike. You know what? There's parts of this movie I don't like. There's definitely parts of this movie I don't like. But I really thought the acting was great. I love the cinematography in this. I thought there were some great scares in this movie. I don't agree with some of the story ideas, like the Tony Todd thing you were talking about. I definitely don't agree with that at all. But I thought the Candyman movie was actually pretty good. I'm torn because I'm really torn between Fuckable and Pretty Rad, honestly. But Fuckable's getting so full that I will put it to a vote. So that being said, let me go back to the last vote that we had, which was Terrifier 2, and the winner of that is Almost Touches the Sun at 34%. 30% said Terrifier 2 is an all-timer. 34% said it was Almost Touches the Sun. 25% said it was Pretty Rad, and then 10% said it was Fuckable. So Terrifier 2,
any of you guys actually watched this movie,
goes and Almost Touches the Sun.
I feel like I'm just watching a fucking Academy Award-winning fucking film that didn't deserve it.
You know what's shocking, dude? We don't have a single all-timer yet. We don't have a single all-timer yet. That makes me sad for the 2020s. But let me go ahead and put that one to a vote too. I'm interested to see where this one goes for Candyman. In the meantime, well, shit. Hang on. I'll just
because you know what? I guarantee you that if we put Alien Romulus to the vote, I guarantee you to probably the audience might put that at Rad. And if you think that is worse than Terrifier 2, then you have smoked too much hashish.
What?
I think that if we put Alien Romulus to a vote, I think that most people would have put it at Rad. And if the audience says it's Rad and not, but they would have put Terrifier 2 above it, that's crazy shit.
I kind of consider them about equal, personally.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Jim. But I put Candyman to a vote for you guys to vote on. In the meantime, did you see The Nun 2? You know what? If you did, you wouldn't remember it because it sucks my butt.
I want to say maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. But no, April hates the Conjuring universe, so probably not.
It's a fucking dog shit film. It's just as bad as the other Conjuring spinoffs. I literally remember nothing about it. Completely forgettable. Jump scares. No one fucking is in peril.
A man, baby.
It is shit, Austin. And that's what this movie is. It is shit to me. Complete fly by night, Friday night jump scare.
By the way, I'm not. I just want to say I'm not dog shitting on our. I mean, of course, you guys vote the way you want to vote. I'm just. It's just an opinion.
You feel how you feel, pal. I don't renege.
You shut the fuck up. Don't call me pal like we're goddamn bowling buddies.
I love you, baby.
What the fuck?
I want to suck it all night long and blow it all day. Night Swim is one of the biggest, most generic Walmart pieces of fucking Dollar General fucking horseshit joke. Embarrassing that you actually put this into a theater and expected audiences to eat it up. You fucking shills of fucking butt crack mountain. Night Swim is a gigantic turd of which movies should never be subjected to. Get it out of my fucking face and into Steve's butthole. That's where that goes.
It looked like a Dr. Souls commercial.
Hey, you watched Underwater. You remember this one?
Hey, man, you know what? Underwater. Look, listen, a lot of people probably don't remember this movie, or if you do, you might have like overlooked it or just like not ever went back to it because a woman was starring in it. But
I hate it when they do that. I hate it when they put women in movies. Why?
It's ridiculous.
Stop.
At some point, you're like, hey, can we please stop being woke? I feel like it's pretty rad for me. I actually did enjoy this movie. It's not on the level of like The Abyss or anything like that, or it doesn't have this kind of, for me, like the suffocation level of like Sphere.
Yeah.
But it's up there to a point where I enjoyed it because it was something different that they came out with. And they were like, I feel like there was a great story that they actually focused on the story and not some special effects bullshit. every 5. It's a great movie, dude.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's pretty rad, 100%, and Twice on Sundays for me, because it starts quick, then it gets kind of slow, but the way that they divulge the special effects to you when you're literally underwater and you're on the floor of the ocean and you're seeing these like Cloverfield type of beings in the abyss. It's not a perfect movie. It's definitely not Almost Touches the Sun movie where it like blows you away, but damn, it's a cool fucking movie, man. Yeah, it's just a cool fucking movie.
And Kristen Stewart has her own like baggage, of course, but yeah, it's the film itself is pretty good.
Yeah, she shouldn't have done what she did to Robert Pattinson. I'll never agree with that.
Well, he fucked that one chick on the hood of the Batmobile, so he got his revenge.
Sure. Yeah, Barbarian is a movie that Jay and I we watched. Jay watched it for the first time in a Patreon commentary.
I did.
Titty monster, all the good stuff. How do you feel?
I put this. Listen, man, I'm kind of torn. I put it at pretty rad, but I could put it at the Sun. I could put it at the Sun's kneecaps and say, "Would you please take mercy on me and my child?"
Let's do it. Let's put it Almost Touches the Sun because I'm feeling generous right now.
I feel good. I feel now. You know what? You're
that poster's so sexy. It's turning me on.
You're trying to be like Leonardo DiCaprio selling me the penny stocks in the Wolf of Wall Street, and like
lions and tigers and bears.
And you're doing that pantomime where you're pulling my pants down and fucking me in the ass.
I want to run. Yeah,
but no, I 100% agree. Yeah, dude, the Barbie. Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, let's put them all in such a. Hey, a great original idea, great acting. Justin Long could fucking sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves. He was so good in this movie. Absolutely entertaining, amazing original. If this would have came out in the 80s, oh my god.
Oh, it would be classic. It'd be classic. And by the way, I know I don't remember who asked earlier. They were like, "Oh, I'm hoping to find some like some new films, some new horror films that I haven't watched yet." And I like that they're gonna trust us to take them on the adventure. But yeah, I mean, so far, other than that Terrifier 2 shit stain, I feel like everything else is really good.
Guardian said, he said, "You gotta run like the wind." What we're talking about, if you guys haven't seen this film, I'm gonna pull it up right here just for a short bit because I don't want to get demonetized for it. But I just have to pull it up because it's so funny. Would they smoke crack in Wolf of Wall Street?
Oh yeah, dude. There's so many scenes I wish we could just like fucking play.
Okay.
Like we could like have it like on the like right when we say like if we pick a movie that we both agree on and be like, yeah, I'll be like Leonardo DiCaprio screaming.
I fucking wish. Let me see where I'm out of this.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to fast forward because you have like 6 seconds with YouTube, but
come smoke crack with me.
That's what a little.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
We gotta get out of here, buddy. We gotta get out of here. Let's go fucking
dude, run. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's run like we're fucking lions and tigers and bears.
Man, you know what? If you guys want to see some crazy ass fucking shit, dude, come out on Saturday. With me and Mike will be drinking and we're gonna get crazy as a motherfucker inside that. We're gonna like it's gonna get crazy. I'm gonna grab Mike's fucking weird turtleneck thing that he's got going on. And I'm gonna drag him outside, and he's gonna be like, "What do you do?" I was like, "Hey, man,
like lions and tigers and bears.
I got this crack cocaine. Let's smoke it together." It's gonna be great.
Fucking Stubby says, "Trust me, if you tried crack, you would love it." I'm never gonna try crack. All right, I'm gonna put that out there right now.
Listen, man, don't keep tempting the fate. We don't know what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna probably try crack because I don't, our fucking teeth fall out and shit like that. But dude, I'm not gonna. But if you were like, "Hey, bro, we're at this party and these guys paid us a lot of money. Here's some crack, smoke it," because they're gonna think you're a fucking dunce if you don't, a bitch. And I'm like,
what we're gonna do is we're just gonna chug a beer and then we're gonna grab a random person and be like lions and tigers and bears.
Smoke this shit and see what happens.
Late Night with the Devil. Did you ever catch this one?
No, dude. This has been on my on my list on Amazon Prime for a long. I just never rented it.
So like it's weird. Like as a horror movie, I feel like as a horror movie, it fails a little bit. Like people will hate me for that. As a horror movie, when it comes to the actual scares of the movie, I feel like they were a little bit haphazard for sure. The reason this movie is pretty rad to me is because of David Dastmalchian's performance and the way that they shot this movie. Like it was a background behind the scenes of a late night show, and the way that he really just like took over that personality of a late night show host who was desperate to save his ratings, and how they did this. It sort of ends in a VHS-esque kind of like kind of shit.
Well, that's
like,
how they had the poster like.
Yeah, and the scares of it aren't really there for sure, but it's the acting, dude. The acting and the story and the way it's set up. It's such a good fucking movie for those reasons specifically. That it's pretty rad to me.
I
don't like that's disregard. That sounds disregarding when you know.
Well,
Right.
It's like a father's like, damn, that's my son.
Yeah, this is your band. This is your soundtrack that you wrote. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Walmart horror, dog shit, sucks my butt, Steve. That's what I say.
I don't.
Yeah. You don't remember it because it sucked?
No, dude, bitch. I do remember it. I enjoyed it. You fucking whore. Don't put words in my goddamn mouth. What are you, an RFK fucking junior brainworm?
Don't say that about me.
Oh, dude.
Don't say about me.
I like how you know what? I don't like that half of our audience because they're deplorables. Go fucking take an estrogen pill.
Get your ass in Steve's butthole, you piece of shit. Walmart dog shit fucking movie.
I never liked this movie. Like, the movie sucks.
Ass.
I like how I hope some of the people like all that Jay was doing was theater. It was. That movie sucked. That movie sucked.
You go down on me in a theater. Mm-hmm. Hey, you saw this one. You remember this fucking thing? You should have left. Kevin Bacon. Everyone said it.
All right, I like it. It's pretty rad, dude.
I agree with you.
I do. I mean, I actually like this movie. I want to watch this movie again. It's on my list to watch again. I like any movie that like showcases Kevin Bacon's acting ability, and Kevin Bacon's actually a really good actor, dude. He's very talented. And I think he shines in stuff like thrillers or supernatural films or horror in general. He was great in this. He was amazing in Stir of Echoes. I think he plays Tremors, of course, but I feel like he plays off of that shit in a way that a lot of actors can't, especially older actors. And this movie, there's a million levels and layers to this movie that aren't just like one thing. Because first off, she fucking cheats on him. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
The way he reacts to that is probably why I like this movie so much.
Because it's so realistic. It's so fucking realistic.
It really is, dude.
Yeah. And I guess that's why I'm like,
I guess some of you will know and some of you won't. But we know. Yeah. We know what that's like.
Listen, I had an ex-woman that literally wrote a fucking book in the Bible of whores that fucking was all about this. But either way, yeah, dude, it was a great goddamn movie, and I like these I like these subtle supernatural movies where they're not just beating you over the head with like this like booger monster around the corner and like it's just like, it's like, what, did I hear that correctly, or did I hear, you know what I like? And then the way that the movie showcases them exploring about like why this is happening or what may be occurring. Like this did everything better than The Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp, and that I was expecting The Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp was going to do, and it didn't do. It was just boring as fuck. This movie does a great job of containing all of that and making a great, really fun. Yeah, it's just a good horror movie.
See, and I was watching the chat on this one because this is a malign movie. Most people really hate it, and I'm seeing that most of the chat just haven't seen it. So because I expect people to be dog shitting it. To be honest with you, like a lot of people just don't think this is a throwaway, whatever. And it's a Blumhouse movie. It fits in with their throwaway movies for sure. But I just think that it was better than it had any right to be. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I watched it twice within a week. And maybe you have to kind of go through what Kevin Bacon went through in that movie to understand it. But
that's probably what it is. I feel like the actual tragedy of that movie is if you can relate to it having happened in your life. I feel like maybe that's what it is.
Well said. Well fucking said. Hey, you saw this one too. You saw the Pope's exorcism. Come on, possess the pig. Okay. Possess the pig. Come on.
I know where people were wanting me to put this, and I know you're gonna be like, dude, just put it there. Don't be a pussy.
I think it's the definition of a fuckable movie, but I did like it.
I liked it a lot, dude.
Are you thinking pretty rad? Or are you?
I actually like listen. If they're like, hey, you got to watch a movie about a demon slaying fucking priest that says "fuck you," and he's from the Roman days, I'll watch this movie, and I wouldn't give a like. Again, I look at it like this, dude. My brain goes back to like Blockbuster days, Hollywood video days, where there is no Netflix. You got like a party going on. Someone's got to rent the fucking movies. If someone rented this movie, I'm like, man, I enjoyed that shit. That was cool, man.
I think Russell Crowe is badass in the movie, and I love his scenes in the movie, riding around on a fucking moped. That's the big.
But
the ending was so bad.
I'm gonna say, to be fair, it's probably fuckable.
That's probably what it is. Yeah,
but my feelings are rad.
Yeah, I have rad feelings for it, but it's a fuckable movie, which completes our fuckable section. So next time we come across,
that was gonna happen. I didn't want to I didn't want to put everything in that.
Yeah, if we come across another one, which we're not too far from being done here. I don't have every 2020s movie in here, but I got a lot. I got one that I know for a fact is going right in Steve's fucking asshole, like a taquito in my mouth on a Friday night after I've been drinking. It's Jeepers Creepers Reborn. This is an abomination of film. If you look at what they're doing with like Bambi the Reckoning and fucking Winnie the Pooh sucks your dick and like all this shit like that. Imagine them doing a movie that fucking gaunt and shitty and just lack of imagination and just fucking white trash White Castle when you're throwing up behind a trash can, like just embarrassing fucking Jinko jeans in 2022, fucking smoking a meth pipe behind a Rally's dog shit fucking movie. That is Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Jesus Christ, dude. Just say Blumhouse and move on.
It's not even Blumhouse. It's even shittier.
I know.
Fuck Blumhouse.
Yeah,
it
dude,
goes
that movie is god awful. That's the kind of movie back in the day they would give out like on DVD with a Burger King meal.
The people who make movies like this give horror fans a bad fucking name. You should be banished to a fucking island.
You remember back in the day, like you had to buy like Deadly Reunions on the X-Men. Like you had to buy the VHS like at Burger King for $20.
Yeah,
that's what that is. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, fucking ass. I have to get a drink, but while I'm getting one, where would you put Pearl? You piece of fucking shit.
You know what, Mike? I'm really disappointed with the way that you've talked to me this entire.
I'm not listening.
You have talked to me like trash this entire live stream, and I think it's just because you're in love, and that's fine. Pearl, I would say Pearl personally. It's filling up, dude. It's fuckable. It's fuckable at best. I'm sorry. I won't put it higher. I won't do it. What's AATS? Dude, what the fuck, dude? No, it's not. No, it's not, dude. Come on, dude. Guys, I have just now. No, Merlin. I have just now looked at this. And you guys are going crazy with this. No way, dude. No way.
That bag of ice.
It's not bad, though.
What happened to that bag of ice? It melted. Oh, we didn't put it in the freezer?
No, but I did. Cordell, it's not crazy, dude. It's just being realistic. It's not crazy. I swear to God. Jay, look, I'm looking at you, Egg. I'm looking at all of you. I'm looking at you guys. I swear to God. Look at these eyes. I swear to God, I'm looking. Jay, y'all skipped over X. I did not. Oh, Mike might have skipped over it. I don't know, man. I'm just. Okay, you know what? I'll give you rad. But you're not going to give me ATTS. You're not going to give me ATTS. No, it's not, Devik. It's not. God damn, you guys are like, this pressure shit is horse garbage. I don't like this at all. I will give you rad. And I will say that's where it stays. Did I say rad again? Maybe I said fuckable. I'll say rad. I think I said rad. That's fine.
Shut up, bitch.
You will shut the fuck up and don't you dare come with that goddamn attitude again.
I'll come with any attitude I want.
I will Sonya Blade your
I'll come
mouth.
all over these walls, Ray.
Holy shit, dude.
Where'd you put it, you stupid bitch?
Well, first off, I'm never looking at the chat again.
What did they say about you? I'll fight them.
No, they were saying like, oh, Jay, it's like, they were like, now they got like acronyms. They're like ATTS. It's like, it is not almost touches
that means almost touches the sun.
No, it's not. It's pretty rad. If that, I was going to put it fuckable.
I think it's pretty rad.
But people were like saying, no, bro, just agree with us. ATTS.
I think it's pretty rad.
I feel like I was getting sucked into a goddamn. Romero zombie fucking movie.
Look, it's the perfect definition of pre-rad because it's a really fucking amazingly made movie that doesn't really blow any doors. You know, like it doesn't make you go, oh, I fucking gotta watch that every Halloween.
Well,
it's not like a movie that's like, oh, this is really gonna scare you. It doesn't really scare you. It's not gonna blow anybody away. It's a really well-made movie, and it's pretty rad.
I watched this movie, and for whatever fucking reason, Mia Goth is the belle of the ball with a lot of people. Cool, man.
You just don't like women. Just admit it.
You're right.
Fine. Good. I'm glad we covered that.
Anyway, thank you, dude. Can we move on now and have a conversation? Thanks. No. But no, Mia Goth is literally the belle of the ball as far as horror movies go. For whatever reason, is she a good actress? Debatable. Was it a decent movie? Okay. Do I think that this movie is literally almost below an all-timer? Fuck no. I'll give you Pretty Rad, but dude, I can't go higher than that.
That's fine with me. I think Pretty Rad's where it should go. So it's fine. Pretty Rad is full and Fuckable's full, so shit's about to get really interesting. Did you ever watch Talk to Me?
Yeah, I did.
Where would you place this motherfucker? Because it's getting a little difficult now. I would go Pretty Rad, but like we're gonna have to move.
I know,
something.
but no, I did like I liked this movie to a point, and then I hated the ending. I think the ending was so like obvious and fake, and it felt like so standard.
Ending was a little like it wasn't great.
Well,
I thought it was fine.
It was just like okay, rolling the eyes. I get it. Okay, cool.
But dude, when they showed us hell for that second, it really scared me.
It was cool.
Like,
well, yeah, but I think they did a better job with it as below or so above or as below or whatever. They did a better job doing that shit in that movie. Yeah, and it was kind of the same kind of like idea, not the same idea, but the same kind of like when I look at a movie like this and As Above, So Below, and that movie came out of like 8 or 9 years before this movie. They feel like the same fucking movie.
So I don't think so. Hold on.
I swear we have to put it to a vote because I'm torn between Fuckable and Pretty Rad.
Well, here's the thing. So the problem with that is I would say we're gonna have to start moving stuff around, but Pretty Rad and Fuckable are full, so we really can't start moving stuff around. So we're just gonna have to start stuffing stuff in stuffable boxes. Let's go to our last vote. What was our last vote? Our last vote was Candyman, and the crowd decided that the new Candyman movie. What did you say it was?
I think I was near on the Sucks My Butt, but I can't remember.
I think I was either Fuckable or Pretty Rad. It may have been Pretty Rad, but either way, Fuckable is where everybody voted. It was 33% Fuckable, 31% Sucks My Butt, Steve, so 26%. Close, yeah. So Candyman goes to Fuckable, and Talk to Me. I'll make that the next vote because it's a really good question.
I remember watching the movie, and I had no expectations when I watched the movie, and I watched on Prime. It was for what it was. It wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't like groundbreaking, and there was nothing about it that was like, "Oh my god, this is so good!" Oh my god, But it was all right. But I mean, it felt like it felt like As Above, So Below. It kind of felt like the same kind of fucking thing, and I think As Above, So Below is better.
I would. That's a really good question, actually. I'm torn between Almost Touched the Sun and Pretty Rad, personally. But we'll put it to a vote. I put it to a vote. That's in there. Men, did you ever watch Men? Mm-mm. Well, good. Don't ever watch it because it's a piece of fucking flaming dog shit that should not be. It is the quintessential. It is the fucking poster boy for shitty ass wannabe elevated horror that doesn't actually say anything and is just using the Me Too shit to try to get people to love it and pat it on the back. And I'm not even that kind of guy, but you can see
Jesus Christ, Mike. Like, just say you don't believe women.
You can see a piece of fucking dog shit when you smell it, and I smell it, and it goes into Sucks My Butt, Steve. We've talked about this before, I believe. Skinamarink, did you ever see that one?
No, I didn't. And the reason why, the trailer actually scared me. And then my brother had sent a text. My brother had texted me, and then he sent a group text, I think, talking about this movie. And I watched the trailer, and I'm like, yeah, that probably would fuck me up. Mike said it sucked. I remember I remember specifically Mike saying it sucked. But these kind of movies, like, they fuck me up. So honestly, I probably will never watch this movie because I've had dreams where it's like you're doing shit like this.
Jay, it would have been it maybe would have fucked you up as a short film. But trust me, if you had to sit for an hour and a half and watch this fucking drywall, literal fucking drywall of a fucking movie, and all of a sudden they didn't go, someone says, stick the knife in the table. That's fucking like it. Yeah, that's the fucking whole movie.
Hey,
it's a bunch of dog shit.
You know what I love the best? You know what I love the best about this is because the movies that I haven't seen, if you lovely Patreons want us together, I've never seen
talking about each other's dicks for an hour and a half because nothing happens in this piece of shit. The camera is literally on a fucking drywall for an hour and a half, and then a toy pops up and goes, and then that's a fucking movie.
Yeah, that's why it's funny because I might get scared of that. Who knows?
You will never be scared of this movie. It's a piece of fucking dog shit. If there was a tier below sucks my butt, if I could put in sucks Satan's dick, that's where I would put that piece of fucking shit. How about Hellraiser? You watch this one, the new Hellraiser. Last year before.
Yeah. So I remember. I would put it like.
I think it's fuckable.
It's fuckable. At best, it's fuckable. And the reason why it has nothing to do. Like I know there's political reasons why people would not like it. It had nothing to do with that.
That's dumb. Yeah.
It had nothing to do with that. I don't give a fuck. Because in the comic books or the graphic novel, Pinhead was female. Or whatever it like the hell considers female. I don't fucking know. It's a different realm, right? I think that this movie it was kind of boring, and it was kind of like they were trying to go in a way with it that made it like seem like you gave a shit about the sister and what she's doing for the brother, and I didn't give a fuck. Like, listen, dude, like the last time that I gave a fuck, I honestly said, hey man, they did a great job with what they had was Judgment, and they really fucking did, dude.
They really did.
And Hellraiser Judgment, and you can say whatever the fuck you want, and I understand, like he's not.
And also, that movie's probably kind of just fuckable too. But I
feel like, but they kept it in line with what we knew about. They kept it at least as close to the Clive Barker, Doug Bradley Pinhead, right?
Just like Dodgeball. It's like Hellraiser Judgment, an underdog story.
Well, no, I mean they really what Judgment wasn't a bad fucking movie. It really wasn't a bad movie, and they kept it in line with what Clive Barker had laid out, and not only let's just say in the cinematography.
Hey, Turnabout Samurai, let's fucking go! All right, we got one. Fuck yeah!
What?
So I have to explain this.
I don't want to hear your goddamn excuses. I just want to hear why you were rude.
I'm sorry. My daughter's Xbox is connected to my Xbox, so whenever she gets an achievement playing a game, it pops up on my computer screen. So I like to fuck with her, and whenever it pops up, like, hey, you got the Turnabout Samurai achievement, I like to scream it so she can hear me in a room getting pumped for her about her Xbox achievement. No. So I'm just being a good dad. All right. How about that?
That's terrible.
Do you feel bad now?
No, I don't. I feel like you should have waited until after.
Oh, well,
but
that's fine.
That's great. I forgot what I was going to say now. How about that? I mean, maybe people wanted to hear what I had to say, but now they got to hear what you had to say because your daughter got an achievement on the Xbox.
It's pretty cool.
Cool.
I know.
So yeah, it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie.
I don't think it's a bad movie. It's not a bad movie at all.
Actually, you know what? I remember. Shut the fuck up and let me finish. So either way, what I'm going to say is that Hellraiser is one of my favorite films of all time. The actual series itself. This movie is, as compared to Judgment, which they did at least closely resemble the Clive Barker, a.k.a. Doug Bradley universe. While it was not perfect, they did a good job. This movie tried to go a completely different way. They wanted to change a whole fucking bunch of shit. The goddamn way that the box is open, the way that they take people to hell, they changed all of that shit. And I don't give a fuck what. That was not Clive. That was not Clive. Clive Barker, you open the box, the guilty go to hell, and they get stuff. This was like, oh well, you could trade souls if that blood gets on this block, then who the stupid. Yeah. So it's a shitty movie. It's a sucks my butt, Steve. It's a cash grab movie. That was it.
I fight you for fuckable in this one. I do, but that brings us to And the only reason I find you fuckable, I'm not saying you're wrong. I thought that there was some really cool shit in this movie.
There was some stuff in it. It was all right.
And it was a franchise that we've watched them throw it to fucking hey, let's just do the least amount possible and throw this shit on fucking DVD for so long that I thought they really tried with the movie. I don't agree with some of their choices for sure, but I think they did some stuff really well. So it would be fuckable to me. We'll put it to a vote. But as far as the last vote goes, Talk to Me. This is interesting. Fuckable 33%, Almost Touches the Sun 31%, Pretty Rad 36%. So Talk to Me goes into Pretty Rad. I forgot where we each stood on that. I think I was Pretty Rad. Where were you on Talk to Me? I forgot.
I can't remember. I mean, I think I had it at fuckable.
So we're minimizing now. We're throwing shit in, but I'll put you over there on Pearl. Talk to Me. All right, so let me put Hellraiser on the kitchen floor here for you guys to vote on. What year was this? Was it 2022?
Yeah, it was early. I mean, it just happened,
So okay, so for you guys, is it Pretty Rad, Effable? I say Effable. Jay says you said Sucks My Butt. Steve?
Yeah, I feel like it should hang out in the Steve's asshole for a while.
It's weird that we never got that David Gordon Green HBO TV series, which I'm kind of glad at this point we didn't.
Well, yeah, Hellraiser, if they do, man, Hellraiser, as far as like an anthology story with Hellraiser, that would be the next Tales from the Crypt. If they did it right, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's a good fucking point, dude. They could do it, dude. If they did a Tales from
that's what I'm saying. There's so many fucking stories. There's so many fucking stories because Pinhead's been around for hundreds of years, so. Oh my god, yeah, dude. He has to deal with weirdos every fucking day that come down to hell. So
that would be an amazing TV series. Like maybe not David Gordon Green, but would have been an amazing TV. How about Fear Street as a trilogy? Just the whole trilogy of Fear Street on Netflix. Where would you put that?
I would say man,
that's hard. I'm stuck.
There's times where I'm like, yeah, it's good, and other times like, yeah, but as watching it live, and then I have no desire to go back and watch this series at all. I have no desire to watch it.
I liked it, and I honestly don't either.
Yeah,
because it felt like it was fun to watch, but it was more of a trope of everything that came before. It never really did its own thing,
I'm kind of torn on Rad and Fuckable. To be fair, I really am.
Me too.
I don't know which one, but
let's put that to a vote because I don't know either. We'll put that to a vote after this next vote because I'm in the same boat. Because like you said, dude, it was fine to watch. I had a good time watching it. It was kind of like Stranger Things. There was little moments like, oh, that's pretty cool. But and the Milkman, we interviewed that guy. He was nice.
He's a really nice guy. Yeah.
And Chris Nelson did the effects and did a great job. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. Did you ever watch Abigail?
I did not. I gotta go pee though.
Okay,
you do it.
Enjoy your pipit times. I don't know if we're gonna see Jay's dick or not. I hope so, but just in case, I'll put it on my big fat face for a minute. Hey, how's it going? Are you flowing? Abigail's weird, dude. I love the whole idea of Abigail. I love all the actors in it. Almost every actor was really fun. I kind of expected a little bit more when I saw it. It could have been a Scream-esque type of movie where it was really irreverent and sort of meta and really funny. And I kind of feel like it had all the intangibles of being a really great film. And it was just good. It was funny at times. It was entertaining at times. But as far as classic, I think it could have been a classic film. I think it could have been a Scream level type of thing. Had they just, I don't know, did it need to be edgier? Did it need to be sharper? Yeah, I think Abigail needed all those things. But it was more than serviceable. So I think it just barely lands above Fuckable at Pretty Rad because it was funny. It was entertaining. It was a really well-made film. I love Radio Silence. I love the shit that they do. I do think it could have been a lot more, though. So I'm sort of torn. So I'm going to look at the first comment I see, whether it's Pretty Rad or Fuckable, and that's where I'm putting it because I'm really torn, and we already have something to vote. So I'm going to look at you guys right now. Go ahead and say what you fucking feel about Abigail, where it should go, and the first comment my eyes see is where I'm going to put it. because I'm a cowardless bastard. A pathetic bastard. But I'm literally stuck in between Pretty Rad and Fuckable. I'm closer to Pretty Rad. Here we go. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, I can't do that. Pop culture. The first thing I saw was pop culture. It said all timer. I can't do that. Not in this list. I'm in between those two. All right, here we go. Sim Salabim. Rad. Steven Hidalgo. Rad. That's the first one I saw. We're putting Abigail in Pretty Rad. Fair. Good with it. I'm fucking good with it. Is there anything else we saw in here that Jay didn't see? Oh, he's back. Hi, Himmel. Oh, you're muted. Hi, Himmel.
Hello, Jack. Stacey says, y'all been meaner than chat tonight. Nuh-uh. What do you mean?
No.
We have been meaner, or are you talking about somebody else? I don't know.
Shut your mouth, Stacey, you dirty whore. Did you see Infinity Pool?
The only Infinity I know about is Thanos' glove.
It's another Mia Golf film. Golf.
Yeah.
Another Mia. Fuck, what's your name? Goth. Another Mia Golf film.
Yeah.
I've had tea. Asian tea. Damn, this is another tough one for me, dude. Like, I'm stuck between Pretty Rad and Fuckable because, like, I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. I will never watch it again because it's not an enjoyable film to watch. It's just an interesting film to watch to see how things play out. So I'm gonna do the same thing again, man. I know this is a fucking cop out. I'm sorry, but put in the chat right now whether you think this is Pretty Rad or Fuckable. And the first one I see is what I'm gonna go with because I'm stuck in between the two once again. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Fuck my butt, eat my pee. Fuckable was the first one I saw, so that's where Infinity Pool is going to go. The first one I saw said "sucks my butt, Steve," and I disagree with that. So Fuckable is where Infinity Pool goes. Oh, we did see this one together. The Invisible Man. I think we saw this in theaters together. Oh, I don't have the fucking screen up. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, Invisible Man. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, I don't really appreciate your description of me at all, and I think you should move that away from what you just said. I am not a Best Buy manager that moonlights as a trucker that's angry all the time. I'm only angry at you for thinking that way, and you're definitely fired tomorrow. You should not come into work.
Tomo loves you.
Tomo, I don't care, Tomo. No, he doesn't. Not anymore. He's all about Mike. I mean, he's all about Mike's sweat dick, and that's fine. Because I haven't been around enough, but I'll be around more often than you think. And now
it's like a stepdad.
And now that Daddy's home, you might want to change your tone. No, but
where did you put the Invisible Man?
That's fuckable to me.
I agree with you. I think a lot of people would put this in Pretty Rad or even almost Such as the Sun. But I think it's fuckable. I think it was a good movie.
I would put it higher on the list if the fruition of the actual movie monsters shared universe had come to fruition.
Yeah.
And I know I said that twice, but I'm saying, like, because the idea behind the Invisible Man, it was going to be a part of like a shared universe, like Tom Cruise's The Mummy and all that shit was going to, like, you know, all that was going to like be like an Avengers thing, and it never happened. As far as a standalone movie, it was good, but I never really got scared. It was just a dude in a fucking Tony Stark suit that was stalking her.
Yeah, like my whole thing on that movie was I watch it and I go, okay, like, and that's the definition of fuckable, right? Like, it was good, it was well done, there was nothing wrong with it per se, but it was just a good movie. Like, I think it's a strong fuckable, but it's fuckable. That's where I put it too, dude. I go right there with you, and we'll put it in this little box.
And so I said, like, they were like, "Oh, there's been 0 old timers tonight." I mean, dude, it is what it is.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm not saying that. I mean, I am literally not trying to be a dick about like, a lot of movies. I'm not. I like just looking at these movies, dude. I couldn't even pretend to tell myself the fakery that Alien Romulus is an all timer. But like, I could play that game. I could entertain the idea, but I won't.
Let's do this for fun. Just for fun. Let's do this real quick because like it's almost like you need 17 different shelves for these things. But let's do this for each tier. name what you think is the best film. So, like, what do you think is the best movie in Almost Touches the Sun?
Okay, Romulus, without a doubt.
God, it's tight. It's tighter than my butt. But I'll say Romulus as well. How about Pretty Rad? What's the best movie in Pretty Rad?
Well, I mean, I don't know, man, because I mean, I have to leave out some stuff I haven't seen. So,
yeah,
from what I have seen, in that particular list, I would put,
that's a really hard one.
Yeah, that actually, you know, I'll pick Abigail.
You saw Abigail?
No, I'm sorry, not Abigail. I can't fucking read, dude. What's You Should Have Left.
I think for that one, I'll go. Oh man, that's really hard. Those are evenly matched films.
They're really
They really
good.
are.
All really good.
If I had to pick a favorite out of those, I would probably say, oh God, I can't. There's nothing stands above one another. Oh my God, that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, I just look at like what's original and what's not. What really made you feel like what would you go back and watch again? Like 100%, you'd watch it. And I mean, I'll be fair.
Evil Dead Rise is my answer.
I was gonna say it has more replayability. I would say Evil Dead Rise or You Should Have Left. For me, it's either one of those.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise is my answer there. How about Fuckable? What's the best movie in Fuckable right now?
Ooh. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. None of these movies are appealing. But if I had to pick one that I would actually go back and watch again and have fun with, is The Pope's Exorcist. I swear to God. I swear to God, dude. Just in that list alone, like it's like a cheap gladiator movie. I would just watch it for that reason.
Mine's gonna be In a Violent Nature. That's the most interesting of those movies that I see. And Sucks My Butt Steve is rough as fuck. But what's your favorite out of those?
If I had to watch any of these, well, I haven't seen a lot of them, but I would see.
Good for you, by the way.
Well, yeah, without a doubt, dude. I watched the Conjuring movie with overall all this fucking bullshit, because at least in the Conjuring, the actors are good. They're good actors.
I hate to say this, and it literally chaps my ass to say this, but my favorite movie in the Sucks My Butt Steve category is The Exorcist Believer.
I have to watch it. I still haven't watched it. You know what? I feel like these movies we should wait and just save it for Patreon or something.
I mean, so I think I'm double checking to make sure. Oh, I did forget one, and actually, Jay hasn't seen this one, but this works out great, dude. This is on Netflix, man.
No, here's the thing. So here's where I'm at with it, chat. Okay, because I started watching this last night, and there's two different versions.
The black and white, and
there's the dubbed version, and then there's just the subtitle version, which is the best version.
Dubbed.
Because if you do the dubbed, because I was I kind of I started watching with the dubbed, but the subtitles were still going, and they're completely different than what the dubbed is.
Yeah.
What's closer to the actual? Is it the dubbed or is it the subtitles? Well, I don't mind either way.
The first time I watched it was subtitles, and I really enjoyed it. The second time it was dubbed. I would actually go subtitles. Yeah, I normally don't say that. But yeah,
don't do dubbed. Don't do.
I would go subtitles.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go subtitles because I want to hear the actual actors do the voices.
Yeah, it's an all timer. This is the one. I'm not just doing this because it's not an all timer.
You know what? I would say you're probably right, because a lot of people love this fucking movie, dude.
Dude, this fucking movie, and I swear to God, it's fucking crazy. Like, I took MJ to see this, and we both really enjoyed it. Like, I'm talking, you laugh, you cry, you are literally in the midst of a summer blockbuster, and not this bullshit Jurassic Park fucking asshole IP dog shit summer blockbuster. I'm talking about you're watching
Merlin says,
and you're
that good,
and you're actually blown away by it, dude. By the special effects. There's so little and obviously they use CG because it's Godzilla, but there's so little of it. It is a fucking amazing goddamn movie, dude. This sounds crazy. but it's like to me, it's the Godfather of Godzilla movies.
Ooh-wee.
Like it is that fucking
hey, man,
good.
You know what?
It's amazing.
What I want to do? You know what I want to do? I swear to God, dude. We should totally do a fucking stream. I don't know how we'll. I guess we can't do it. Not really, but a commentary of Godzilla -1 with me and you.
I would do it in a heartbeat. It is 3 hours long. Just so you know.
3 hours? I thought it was like fucking 2.
No, it's long. Yeah, it's a long film.
God damn, dude. Well, I mean, I would still do it because apparently it's the greatest Godzilla movie ever made.
I love it. And you can't say that because there's the classic, the original, and all that. But dude, it's comparing this to Godzilla versus Kong and all the goddamn Mortal Kombat Annihilation type of shit they're throwing out there right now. This movie made for $15 million fucking dollars. By the way, compared to $250 million for the latest Godzilla Kong. This movie is fucking amazing, dude. It's so goddamn good.
Well, I mean, maybe we should do it. I don't know if we have 3 hours to just fucking throw away. Obviously, we can't show the fucking movie.
You love it, dude.
You
would adore this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to watch it on my. Maybe we should do it.
I'm down. I mean, you would adore it. I know you didn't see The Watchers, did you?
Mm-hmm.
This movie is. I could put it in fuckable, but barely in fuckable. Like it's barely fuckable. The Watchers was probably more of a sucks my butt Steve movie. Like honestly, it was made by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, his other daughter, but he produced it or whatever. Great cinematography, cool idea. You were into it for a little bit, but man, does it end on some boring ass, just haberdashery Netflix shits? It's literally in the purgatory between fuckable and sucks my butt, Steve.
Yeah, everybody's saying
kind of where it goes.
SMBS, so I don't know.
Not great, not terrible. Like I don't hate myself for watching it. It's not like fucking Night Swim. But not good at all. Not good.
Well, we got some movies that listen. I can't like hold off on watching Trap because I promised I'd watch it with April, and I've never seen it before. But I've never seen Godzilla -1. There's a few movies in here I haven't seen. That's some content, dude. Like we could actually fucking do that shit either on, listen. And we're not trying to be dickheads about that. You know what I mean? But we could do some Patreon stuff. But like as far as like regular commentary. For sure, man. Like we got Halloween coming up. Hey, man, we got a fucking killer ideas. Or my guy's gonna killer ideas for Halloween horror month, dude. It's gonna be fucking off the chain.
I can't wait. And now Jay's closer. We're gonna do so much cool shit together. Yeah, you guys have no idea what's in store for Halloween.
But I would be fine with like doing some of these commentaries like on regular YouTube.
Specifically, the only one I'm really fucking bullish on is Long Legs. I want to watch Long Legs with you the first time in person together in the same room, and I want to record that.
You want to do that on commentary? Or you want to do that on regular YouTube or
let's record the commentary on Patreon, and then I'm going to take the best clips of it and put it on YouTube. Yeah. Like Long Legs is a great, maybe October 1, maybe the first day of October. That's the video that comes up because. That is an October movie. You know what I mean? That is a fucking October movie.
A lot of good stuff out there right now. That's come to Amazon and like the streaming services that we can do together, and that'll be fun. We could do with you guys, which has always been a bonus.
Yeah. How do you guys feel? By the way, like just how do you guys feel about this? Like 4 years. We're almost a full 4 years in. And this entire 2020 to 2024, horror is booming. Horror's doing great. It's by far, apart from maybe Deadpool Wolverine, the highest ranking box office genre, everything, whatever. And we have all these movies and some really fun ones in here. And this is kind of how I feel about movies lately. Some really fun ones, some decent films, some good times. But like one film in the past 4 years is an all-timer. What does that say about as a whole?
I think what it says, it says exactly what Hollywood has become. They become a vacuum of no ideas, and they want to go back to the past and repeat performances or films that were good then because they don't have any good ideas, which is unfortunate, but that's where we are. But there's some good stuff here I haven't seen, and to be fair, I actually wouldn't mind watching. Someone said Big Papa Musk is saying he wants us to watch Long Legs and Men together.
Oh God, you'd hate men so fucking much. It's literally a bunch of gibbledy gobbledy. It's fucking dog shit. They want you to watch it because they know how mad you'll get. It's fucking shit, dude. It's
Yeah,
shit.
they probably want me to get all fucking mad and rage bait. But
it's not even entertaining. It's just bad.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, we got some great shows coming up later on, and Halloween Horror Month is coming up. Gonna be some good sexiness.
Yeah,
a lot of good times going on. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, Hellraiser 2022, you guys said is fuckable. 42%, 28% said sucks my butt, Steve. 29% said pretty rad. 42% Hellraiser goes to fuckable. And that is our last movie of the evening.
That's it.
Get your ass in the fuckable.
And you don't really, I've actually watched that movie more than I watched it twice, and I've tried to like it, and I just can't. I'd rather watch Judgment every fucking day of the week, but anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you're right, Christopher. So there are some movies that were omitted. Obviously, Scream 5, Scream 6, Halloween Ends, Halloween Kills. The only reason those were omitted is because we have ranked those like 7 times. So there's no point in really going back and doing.
Well, they're also divisive. I mean, it
yeah.
would distract the whole chat. So,
and even in those, there's no all-timers.
No.
We know that, right? Like as much as I love Scream 6 and shit, there's a lot of Almost Touches the Sun, pretty rad type stuff for me.
Yeah.
But like, there's no all-timers in there, so I did omit some stuff. But yeah, and we can keep adding to this list. I'll save this, and then at the end of the year, or maybe in 2025, we go back and we add to it or whatever. Hopefully, we get some more all-timers in there. But that's the show, you motherfucking fucks. Let's see. Make sure nobody said anything in the chat on the super titties before we go. If you have a super titty to say it now. Say it now. You forever hold your peace.
I wish we knew how to do TTS or text to speech. That'd be funny. Like if someone could just do a super chat and it would do a chime in.
Oh, especially if it was in someone's voice, like Ghostface voice or something.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. That'd be great. But
I think we're caught up. Oh wait, ooh, maybe I missed one there. Fuck.
But you guys have been awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and doing this shit.
Fucking A. Austin says, you guys remember the Kenner Alien toys? Any favorites? Nothing beats the wild boar alien with spike action.
Dude, you are, oh my God, dude. I literally have been watching old Kenner commercials. I swear to God, I've been watching old Kenner commercials for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, like 100%. Like the old toy commercials. And I remember I owned an Alien, and it was from the Aliens, the toy line, where you could load water in the mouth, and
I remember that shit.
Yeah, and it was go. you could, water would come out, and I didn't as you get older, you're like, fuck, dude, that's so weird. Aliens and Alien 1, by the way, are meant for adults, 100%. The fucking violence in that movie, what they were doing in that movie, the language, all of that stuff, it's rated R, all of it. And they were making Kenner fucking toys. So it was you can fight like the Space Marines taking on the aliens. Fight at Sigourney Weaver, protecting.
God, I miss those times, dude. You remember going to Toys R Us and seeing that shit on the walls?
I know, exactly. And I was like, dude, but I do remember that. I do remember that Kenner owned everything, dude. Back in those days, Kenner owned fucking everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I missed. I kind of missed those days, dude.
I do too. Shout out Todd McFarlane, by the way, because he made some great toys too. McFarlane still makes great toys. Well, that's the only. If you go to Walmart, you'll see DC, Todd McFarlane's DC, and they're pretty cool. They do a good job.
Well, yeah. What's weird is you see Todd McFarlane, or you see NECA or whatever, and they're great, dude. I love those. I can't wait for you guys to. If I ever get a chance to show my collection or whatever, not stuff back here, stuff actually. We actually just today, I guess, officially moved in where everything is done. Everything is set up.
Oh, you got all of it set up and done
in
the hallways and shit.
It's all done. Nice. Everything's done.
It looked good last time I was there. You guys had a sweet setup.
Yeah, it's all done now. So you got most of my collection, or 99% of my collection of collectibles is NECA. They're awesome, but that was way later. I was collecting Kenner and shit, but yeah, man, I don't know. I'm just saying, dude, I miss those days, dude. I miss the Kidder fucking collection lines, and not just the X-Men line. Oh my god,
X-Men was the fucking.
oh my
tits.
god, no. I mean,
Yeah.
oh my god, like me and Mike could like just fucking get away with everything. We would just like sit down and react to it. Like there's literally an hour and a half thing on YouTube where it's just the Kidder collection for Marvel from 1990 to today.
Weapon X Wolverine and all that shit. Oh my god, so fucking good. Gary B, could Abigail be the first all-timer for this list? It did not. Obviously, it made the Pretty Rad, which is not bad. Not bad, Gary. Austin. Oh, I just read that. I'm stupid and I'm an idiot and I should.
Rista says NECA movie maniacs. I got 6 of them, dude. I got 6.
Yeah, no, in that corner right behind Jay's left shoulder.
No, we put it. No, it's in the living room.
Oh, I was thinking of the movie Maniacs.
Oh no, you're talking the Hellraiser.
Yeah. Michael Parton says we need an NC-17. Dude, that is NC-17 Hellraiser is the movie that needs to happen.
That's it,
dude. That would fuck people's minds. And honestly, just by word of mouth alone, it would probably blow up.
That, you know what, dude? Listen, Michael and Mike.
Exactly right.
Imagine this: if they did the same type of like violent like film, like the Terrifier films with Hellraiser. Just go all in, dude. Just go all in. Make it fucking nasty. Make it weird. Make it like, sexy. I don't know.
You're 100% right. Syed Assad Termazi says, "Good evening, gentlemen. Sorry, not horror related, but I have a small topic of debate I wanted to share. In my opinion, Forrest Gump is the most quotable movie ever.
It is.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. What do y'all think?" I disagree. It's close.
Wow, dude. No. I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna put above it, dude?
Dumb and Dumber.
No. Like I know, but those are everybody knows Forrest Gump. If you new legs, he got new legs. Like everybody knows that, and they're gonna like Jenny. They know Jenny.
Pulp Fiction's up there too.
Yeah, but they know Jenny.
You said that.
I'm like,
life's like a box of chocolate.
No more. I'm like, not for the army. Life is like a box of chocolate. I mean, dude, I would say that Forrest Gump is like probably top 5 most quotable movies of all time.
I would go top 5. I'll agree with you on that. Daniel Torres says y'all should do a commentary for Whitewater Summer with Kevin Bacon and Sean Austin. Great 80s film. Kevin Bacon kind of goes off the rails and saying, I'd never heard of that and I want to see it now. Whitewater rafting. What's the Hot River Summer? What's the Kevin Bacon movie? You know what I'm talking about, right? No. You know what I'm talking about.
Hot River Summer. That sounds good.
The River Wild. Kevin Bacon. That's a good movie too. I haven't heard of that one, Daniel, but River Wild's my good.
Hot River
Summer. Dicks.
Yeah, dude. It feels good.
Hot cunts in the night.
Yeah.
That's something we learned recently, by the way. You can't say the C word.
You can't say that word. We're gonna have to
immediately
change it twat.
Yeah, you get demonetized immediately when you say the C word. Gary says, "Oh hell no, I haven't seen the movie from the trailer. I can tell the only good thing about the Crow is Shelley's body. She's got a great ass, but I know you two don't like her." Talking about FK Twix.
No. I don't know. I didn't know anything about that chick at all, except that she might have had problems growing up with the educational system because she might not have been on the level of everyone else. I think that the guy that played the Crow,
my dick hurts so bad. I gotta pee. I gotta go.
Well, no way. I'll leave then. I don't. What do you do? You're just leaving? Okay. I can't. I can actually see him leaving. Thunderwolf says, "Oh my god, dude! Don't make it worse. Oh my god, dude." Either way, what I'm saying is that Skarsgård was the hunky dude. First off, fuck you, Gary, for coming up here and saying some really controversial things. I don't appreciate that. I guess it's just me right now. Michael says, "Can I tell you guys a secret?" Dude, we're not on the Patreon right now. Stop. Daniel says, "You got the shit." I know I do. I have it in my hands. I'm standing here. I know I have to do this. JT says Mike's probably going to jack it. He's going to steal things. Anyway, okay, great. Okay, fine. All right. We'll talk about things. What do you want to fucking talk about, chat? What do you want to get into today? I watched the movie Eat It, Jay. Moda, you know what? Put a shirt on. I don't want to even talk to you right now. I like that you're a member, and I love that you've got that going on with you. But don't you ever come in here and say, eat it, Jay. I'm not going to eat anything. I have nothing to eat in front of me. I'm just going to talk to you guys. Collectible toys. Merlin, there's a lot going on behind me, all right? I cannot take the camera and just willy-nilly it. What do you mean to do? Stop. Listen, I have got, all right, dude, guys, I can literally tell you there's at least 40 fucking Marvel Selects on the wall to the right of my face. And that is a problem. That is a big problem. I have got to get rid of this. Hi, Noah. I will tell you this. Do I appreciate what I'm looking at? Yes, I do. Of course I do. I mean, the Marvel Select, dude, I've got some of the hugest. Oh, he's back. Oh, there he is. I thought you literally left, dude. And
no, dude, I just said I had to pee. It was an emergency.
I thought you said fuck me, and I'm like, you were gonna leave, and I was.
Why would I do that?
Because it is what it be.
I've never done that to you before. Why would I do that now? I had to pee.
It is a dog eat dog world. I was gonna keep going.
I had to pee, man. Yeah, I was like, I gotta pee, and Jay's like, "Oh, seriously, I'm just gonna leave." You literally went, "I'm just gonna leave." I
thought you had to say you were literally leaving.
Why would I do that? I just had to pee
because I thought you had to leave the show.
I've never done that.
Someone never do that. Like Funko Pops, Jay? No, I don't. No, I don't collect Funko Pops. But anyway.
I don't like Funko Pops. Like fuck Funko Pops.
They're fun. They're Funko and they're fun, but they're not really. They're not my thing. I would never like go out of my way to collect them.
Some people have sent us some really cool ones, and I appreciate those. But apart from that, like I would never buy them. I think they're a gamut. Like I think they're fucking.
Yeah, I've got. Well, you guys are gonna see it. Maybe, hopefully, one day. My living room. There's one Funko Pop that my wife, she was David from Lost Boys that a subscriber sent to us. It was really cool, but that's it. I never really cared.
Chris Nelson said, "Is it just me, or is the best piece of Michael Myers lore is that his stepdad was calling him a queer at the breakfast table one morning?"
That's not only the best part.
He's probably queer.
That's probably the best part of the film. Absolutely, because you saw the origins of the Trump campaign right there, and I really do appreciate watching that.
Tiffany said, "Jay, random side note, but Hobby DB will be your best friend forever next to Chalice when you're looking up the value of your comics and collectibles. TASM old comments equals money."
The Amazing Spider-Man old comments is what she means.
Yeah. I mean, you got some of those too.
Well, I showed my son. I couldn't help myself. I was like, "You see this blue binder? There's a lot of things in here."
I see some.
And he was like, "Wow, wow!" Like I could see the salvation from the mouth. There's a lot of salvation. No,
you got cool shit, man.
We're gonna have a good time. I just wanted to actually, for me, it was like it's content, dude. I think it'll be a really cool thing for people to see, and to see the process as well, right?
Yeah,
you have to.
Dude, that's good.
It's gonna be a long fucking video. And it's not gonna be like. I think that people think we're going to spice it up or make it sexy. It's not. No. I feel like what we should do is put a camera on a tripod and just fucking look at our fat asses going over every fucking comic book.
I think it's good. I think what we should do is we should lay them all out on the floor. I got the whole room in there, right? We'll lay them all out on the floor. We'll take a shot of it. Then you and I will go through them and we'll separate the best away. And then once we separate the best, we'll turn the camera back on and start going through them. We'll look them up together.
Yeah, but I can do
it's going to be a great day.
I can do it here. That way I don't have to take like 17 fucking boxes up to your house. Because we have to go through all like 17 boxes.
Yeah, I'll just bring the truck. We'll just load them up.
No, dude, I'm not doing that again. My lower back can't do it.
666 says, basically, I want Sienna shirtless in Terrified 3.
Sure
well, based on the trailer, they were fucking in the shower, so you're probably going to get all of your dreams. All of your dreams come true, Mihad. I don't know what Mihad means, but I'm scrolling.
It means Mihad Jihad.
That'll be.
Yeah, man. You guys are awesome. We really do love and appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. It's so crazy to think, though, that all you I would love to see how many of you fuckers would tune in for a comic book price guide exploration. That would be interesting.
Yeah, dude, I think it's gonna be a fun ass video. Alex Erickson said, live with Cody Leach yet? My two favorite channels. We did one of the early Halloween streams. Cody was in there with us. We've almost done a couple streams together. It's never come to fruition, but I'm sure one day that'll happen. I'm
sorry,
sure.
like Cody won't put Chucky's dick out of his mouth for 5 minutes.
Yeah, he won't stop.
I
He
mean,
just won't stop.
Christ, dude, there's more villains than just Chucky.
No, I'm sure at some point that'll have to happen. Cody's a cool dude, man. Gary B said imaginary and stop motion are sucks my butt, Steve. I don't know why those weren't in there, but I agree with you on both fronts. Imaginary and stop motion are dog shit. Imaginary is it's hot dog water from the studios, and stop motion is hot dog water from the fucking fancy movies type shit. They're both ass.
I like how Michael Gordon's like, Cody is okay. Yeah, he's all right. Dude, Cody's listen, we've never had like all those guys are great. Like all those guys, they're good. They're all good.
Yeah, Cody's a dude who he works his ass off and he does a good job, man. And he's built a fucking awesome thing for himself. So I think he's a controversial person. So he's just one of those people some people just don't like. But yeah. I respect the shit out of that guy. I think he does good work,
he's
man.
He's become Madonna.
Yeah, you know what? Gary B says, I already read that. Okay, so that is the show. I think we are. Oh wait, DJ Graham. Thank you again, my friend. Says, hey, Dr. Loomis. I always wondered, did you screw Nurse Marion Chambers? I know Chalice has already been inside her chamber of secrets. That's true. It happened several times. Are we Eskimo brothers or not? That's the question.
Hey, DJ Graham. Did you ever screw anything besides the goddamn unemployment line? I would say no. Go and make me some music about how you suck. I can't wait to hear it. Shut up.
Take that, DJ. And you guys take this stream and put it right up your cram hole on the floor. This is fun as hell. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We had so much fun. Oh, before we go, Gary did say, Mike and Jay, would you guys ever come to Philly, or would I have to come to Kentucky to meet you both? Jay's going to go to Philly forever one day.
Well,
he's going to go there, and he's going to leave me all by myself.
Calm down.
In the darkness.
Don't give away the third act right now. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Like, we're still
Jay's going to go there, and then you and Jay can start. We watched the movie too, alone.
Hey, how about I'm not even done writing the fucking chapter yet. Like, it's weird. Like, jumping to goddamn conclusions over here. No,
Jay has family from
Pittsburgh. I don't have family from anywhere, but my wife does. I don't want to fucking do anything except stay here and do content. But
jerk my dick.
I like sex, so we'll see what happens. But no. You know what? I felt like I just moved here. And I'm like 15 minutes closer to Mike. We're gonna get a lot more content. It's cool, man. That's what I focus on.
Forever.
Let's get that shit going. All right, ready to fill your mouth with that shit? I hope so.
Hey, we'll see some of you guys this Saturday night at karaoke in person, and the rest of you we'll see next week. And Patreons, we'll see you next Saturday night on the Patreon stream where things get fucking weird. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. This is so fun. It always is. We really appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you in September.
See you, man. Bye.
When September ends or something.